Is it working on the website? We are. Very nice. Is it working on the Twitch? We are live on Twitch. And is it working on the final test? Is YouTube, which always gives me trouble. Let's see if it's working on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're all doing good, guys. In this live stream, we're going to be researching the fight between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. So it's a live stream. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, don't expect any timestamps or anything like that. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is just sharing my research with you guys, going through my normal research process for the main event of UFC 264, and hopefully we could dig up a bet on this one, or, you know, try and find some props. We'll do our best to find some bets on this fight, so enjoy, man. If you haven't watched one of these live streams before, it basically works like one of Joe Rogan's fight companions. Obviously, a big part of my fight research is studying the past fights of whichever fighters we're focusing on. And obviously, I'm not able to show you that because, well, the YouTube copyright algorithm is pretty aggressive. So what we do, we use like a countdown clock, which I have here. We use a countdown clock to kind of sync up watching the fight at the same time on YouTube, on Fight Pass. I'll give you guys the link in the YouTube chat, the Twitch chat, etc. And then you can kind of sync up with me. We can watch the same thing at the same time, and I can talk you through what I'm seeing. And then we'll arrive at an outcome at the end. Also, this live stream's a little bit different because I'm also, at the end of the live stream, going to be opening up a box of UFC Topps Chrome 2019. I'm going to be opening up this hobby box all for myself. Usually when I open cards, it's for other people. But this one is going to be for me, which I'm very, very excited about. I can't wait to crack this open. But we're going to do that after the fight research, so that, you know, you guys that don't want to stick around to open this, see what's inside this box of cards, you can go do your thing, man, and we'll just stick around, and anyone who's interested could take a look at what's in here. Now, I bought this box to open up on stream, but there is a bit of a problem with it. So the seller basically shipped this out in a padded envelope, which is obviously quite a risky thing to do with, you know, any Topps card product, because if you're familiar with Topps cards, you know that the cardboard, the cardboard packaging is very, very thin, and the actual packs of cards inside run very, very tight to the outer box. So if the box gets damaged in any way, it does also mean that there's a good chance that the cards inside will become damaged as well. So unfortunately, the seller did send this box out in a padded envelope, which means it did kind of get crushed a little bit in the mail. You can see the bend there. There's a bend on the back. This side's probably the worst. You can see a crush there. You can basically see how the box is kind of bent. And obviously, it doesn't take much to damage the cards on the inside. So, what I agreed with the seller is, I don't want to be a dick. I want the person selling this on eBay to obviously get paid if possible, because I'm going to be opening up this box of cards anyway. I don't give a fuck that the box is damaged, really. Like, this does not bother me at all, as long as the cards inside are still intact. So what I've agreed with the seller is, I'm going to bust this open, and if the cards inside aren't damaged, then it's all good. You know what I mean? I've got no problem with the box being damaged. As long as the cards inside are still fine, that's all gravy. If the cards inside are damaged, which I'm fucking praying they're not, because I've bought quite a lot of these boxes from the United States, and they cost so much in shipping and customs to send over that I'm really, 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 really praying that these cards aren't damaged. If they are damaged, then I guess we'll have to abandon the box break, because I'm just going to send, I'm going to send this box back and the cards and as many sealed packs as I can to the seller for a refund. But I'm hoping it won't come to that. I would much, 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 much prefer these cards to not be damaged, and I could just pull open some cool shit on stream for you guys. So anyway, we'll be doing that later on. We'll flick back to the background. For now, obviously, our focus is on this fight between Conor and Dustin. Hey, what's up, Jerry? We'll be posting a predictions video for UFC 264, mate. Hopefully this weekend, man. I've almost got the main card researched now. So yeah, hopefully this box of cards isn't damaged. But I just want to let you guys know that, just in case you stick around until the end to see it open and I have to kind of abandon it because the card's inside the damage. But I'm praying it won't come to that. Anyway, let's get into this fight. So, this one shouldn't be too difficult to research. Shouldn't take too long to research because obviously they fought each other back in January, which was only 6 months ago. You know, just a few weeks back, we had the Davison Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno rematch, which made researching that fight really, really easy. And of course, we bet Moreno, and we made a really, really good profit on Moreno. When you've seen the two fighters fight very recently, it's kind of the best piece of data you could possibly have for researching a fight, because you've already seen very recently how both these guys match up. Now, irrespective of whoever wins, you know, next Saturday, realistically, all you've got to do is look at the current odds available on both fighters, consider the implied probability on the odds, and then, you know, smartest thing to do is look at their fight from back in January and determine if there's value on either fighter, judging by the implied probability. That's pretty much what we did when we bet Brandon Moreno, right? We identified that their first fight was very competitive. Brandon Moreno was very, very close to winning. Therefore, it was silly that Brandon Moreno was a big underdog. It was obvious there was value on Brandon Moreno. That's why we bet him, and he came through for us. So I'm hoping that we could get a similar kind of bet here. But we will see what happens. We will see what happens, boys. Obviously, this bet is in the even money territory as well. So, you know, for the lab experiment, the even money lab bets, you know, we'll be scouting an even money lab bet, and we'll see what happens. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at the odds. So, where's my implied probability calculator? Hey, what's up, rookie dude? What's up, rookie? What's up, boys? Alright, let's take a look. Resources, implied probability calculator. Alright, here we go. So, current average odds available on Conor are looking like they are going to be 2.0 plus 100 pretty soon. But for now, we'll say average odds are about 1.91. I'm using my mini keyboard tonight, boys. So sorry, the typing is going to be a little bit slower. I use like this mini keyboard when I do box breaks, just like a small one, because it gives me more room to focus on the cards. But anyway, 1.91 on Conor. Sorry, on Conor, 1.91 for an implied probability of about 50%, I would imagine. Yeah, 52%, and the odds are roughly the same on Poirier. If you shop around 1.93, 1.93, 1.93, 1.91, 1.90. So we'll say average odds on Poirier about the same. So this is a 50-50 fight in the eyes of the bookies, but obviously the odds are declining on Poirier. They're improving on Conor, and my initial lean is at even money, Conor should be a pretty good bet here. Poirier should be a pretty good bet. My lean's definitely Poirier. So if we look at the X factors on this one, so Conor, 32 years old, 5'9" with a 74-inch reach. Poirier, 32 years old, 5'9" with a 72-inch reach. So virtually the same age and the same size. We take a look at where these guys are training. As far as I know, Dustin trains at the main ATT gym in Florida, and you can see this is the main ATT gym in the background. So it's like the main ATT gym, and probably not going to have to scroll too far before we get another shot. Yeah, there you go. So this picture was taken about almost a month ago, but there you go. That's the ATT in the background. Amanda Nunes, obviously. Nina Nunes as well. Very cool. As for Conor, a little bit more of a mystery where Conor's training these days. I heard that he's been in Abu Dhabi or Dubai since his fight against Dustin in January. Not too sure if that's true, but obviously these days there's not tons of there's not tons of training footage on Conor's Instagram. It's mainly promoting his various business interests and lifestyle stuff. Very, very difficult to gauge where Conor's at these days, although you don't really see him with the SBG guys. You don't really see him with John Kavanagh. And perhaps, you know, I know John Kavanagh is not a great coach. He doesn't have a particularly good record at producing, you know, top level UFC fighters, but sometimes you kind of just get a coach fighter combination that works just for them. And perhaps, you know, John Kavanagh not having as big of an influence in Conor's training now is maybe one of the reasons why Conor is on a little bit of a downward trajectory when it comes to his MMA career. But I think that one of the biggest X factors for us to talk about here. 2 seconds. I think one of the biggest X factors for us to focus on here is just the fact that I do feel like Conor has lost his way a little bit. You guys watching, you know, let me know in the chat which boxer said this. I think it was Martin Hagler, right? Martin Hagler, who said you can't get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and do road work sleeping in satin sheets. And I think that Conor McGregor is probably the best example of this. You know, for years and years and years, you know, I've been betting on MMA for 12 years now. And over the years, you notice a trend where as soon as a fighter starts to focus on other things other than fighting, their career starts to nosedive a little bit. For years and years and years in my breakdown videos, in my fight research sessions, I've been talking about how as soon as you see a fighter start to prepare for the next step after fighting, their career usually falls off a cliff. It's like the biggest red flag ever. Because, you know, fighting is not a sport where you can be, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You've got to be fully committed to it. And, you know, you look at the trajectory of Conor's career when he was that young, hungry bull, showing up to press conferences in the fancy suit and the pocket watch, and all he talked about was being the greatest fighter of all time. All he talked about was being 2-division world champion. But then when he achieved his goals, it was very different, right? He started to focus on boxing, started to focus on his clothing brand, his fitness brand, his whiskey brand. And who can blame him, right? You know, strike while the iron's hot. Make as much money as you can in that short window of time. But it doesn't mean that all that extra work doesn't come at a cost. And I think it has been detrimental to his UFC career, to his mixed martial arts career. I do think Conor's become distracted. And it's very difficult to get that motivation back. It's very difficult to get that focus back. Very difficult to get that hunger back. And I think we've really seen that in his last few fights. You know, he's not the young, hungry, aggressive, fast, athletic bull that, you know, we grew up, well, we didn't grow up, but we came to love about Conor, right? Conor's a very special guy. We all love him. But I don't think Conor's the same Conor, if that makes sense. And it's something that we've seen play out over and over and over and over and over again. 100 years of combat sports. This is a pattern that is repeated. Mike Tyson with his fucking tigers and his mansions in Las Vegas. We've seen this cycle play out before. We know how this story ends. Not to mention all the, you know, situations. I'm not really like a gossip person. I hate tabloid media. I think it's a little bit dirty. I don't like the media anyway. But obviously all the issues that Conor's had legally, sexual assault allegations, assault charges, all that kind of stuff. It's also a sign that Conor's gone off the rails a little bit. Whereas when you look at Dustin Poirier, to me, even though he's had over 30 pro fights, he's fought everyone, he's done everything, he's achieved almost everything you could want to achieve in the sport, right? Dustin was an interim champion. For me, this guy's still hungry, man. this fight means a lot to him. He really, 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 really wants to beat Conor. He really wants to go and beat Oliveira. And he wants to become the undisputed UFC lightweight champion. I remember the disappointment from Poirier when he lost to Khabib. I remember how devastated he was. He wasn't good enough. He said he wasn't good enough. It's not my words. I've loved Poirier. I think he's brilliant. But he said, I'm just not good enough. And it devastated him. And what did he do? He got right back on the horse. You know, showed up looking better than ever against Dan Hooker. And now he's in a position to, you know, if he beats Conor, he's got a great chance of becoming UFC lightweight champion, right? Undisputed this time, not interim. So, for me, these are two fighters that are similar age, similar size, similar level of experience. You know, Conor 27 pro fights, Dustin Poirier 33 pro fights. But they're definitely, for me, on opposite career trajectories. And it's not easy to turn the ship's course. When it's going down, not easy to get it back up. When it's going up, you know, momentum, confidence is a powerful force. So anyway, what we're going to do, boys, before we get into watching the fight footage, I'm just going to blast through all your comments. And we'll just answer some questions. And again, really, really sorry that you know, if you're here just for the fight research, I'm just going to answer some questions. If you're watching this back on YouTube, there's no timestamps or anything because this is a live stream, but I'll just go through YouTube, go through my website, see what questions we got, and yeah, man, we'll get into some fight research. What's up, Mac? I'll make a breakdown video on that fight soon, mate. I do lean Aldana, but not with any amount of confidence. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, right? Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Gucci, man. With success, fighters lose their hunger. You said they're way better than me, mate. Returns saying it's not a good sign that Conor went off the rail for at least a while doing cocaine, getting sexual assault allegations. Yeah, it's not good, man. And you know what? Matern's just reminded me of an X Factor that I did want to talk about, and Gucci's just building on it there. Obviously, you know, when Conor was on his ascendancy, on his way to winning the belt, he seemed very, very committed to his training. You know, he was in the gym all the time. You know, you had that huge buzz. You remember going back 2015, 2016, all the fighters that SBG were producing. You had Cathal Pendred, Paddy Houlihan. You had, what was her name? Aisling Daly. You had all these fighters coming out of SBG gym. And Conor kind of was the front man, right? There was a lot of hype behind Ireland. And he was in the gym all the time, working hard. But then, when Conor came back and lost to Khabib, I remember in his fight week interviews leading into that matchup against Donald Cerrone, where Conor was talking about him just not taking that Khabib fight that seriously. He was talking about drinking every night, partying every night, not really focusing on his diet. And with all the bad blood going into that Khabib fight, with the stakes being so high, it being a UFC title fight, Conor hadn't fought in 2 years. It's like if fight against Khabib doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. But again, that just plants that seed of doubt where, you know, is Conor's heart in it anymore? You know what I mean? And what we've also got to consider is, you look at the timeline. The last time we saw Conor look good in an MMA fight was 2016. It's almost 5 years ago now. It ain't easy to get the body back in shape if you've been abusing it for 2-3 years. Do you know what I mean? If you look at the timeline and you say, okay, Conor looked phenomenal against Eddie Alvarez. It was the best performance of his career. But then you had the Mayweather fight and the Khabib fight. So Conor's been very open in the media about the fact that he didn't train very hard against Khabib. He wasn't really focused. He was drinking. His diet was bad, etc., etc., etc. In between the Donald Cerrone fight where he said, you know, now his head's back in the game, he's a family man, he's eating good, he's training hard, he's not drinking anymore, blah, 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 blah. But there's a 4-year gap in between the Donald Cerrone fight and the Eddie Alvarez fight. A 2-year gap. Say he turned it around after the Khabib loss. 2-year gap, almost exactly a 2-year gap, right? If he's been eating good food, dieting hard, working hard in the gym during this ascendancy up until the Mayweather fight, and then he kind of went off the rails, started drinking, eating bad, not training as hard, it's not as easy to get his body back in the shape that got him to the dance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you might lose that fast twitch muscle, you might lose that reaction, the reaction time, you might lose a little bit of speed. Remember, he is older now. He's 32. He's not going to be as fast as when he was in his mid-20s, late 20s. So I think that's another X factor for us to think about. I think that Conor's an amazing fighter. I absolutely love Conor. Out of all the cards that I can pull in this box break later on, I would love to get a Conor McGregor refractor out of this box we're going to crack open later on. I'd absolutely love that. More than any other card, I want a Conor refractor. Just to put it in my office, get it graded with PSA, put it up in my office. He's one of my favourite fighters of all time. I find him very inspirational. But I don't think we can judge Conor based on his performances in 2016 and prior to that, when everything that he's shown us since 2016 has looked very different. And there's a lot of things that have gone on outside the octagon which are kind of good reasons why he ain't the same guy that he used to be. He's not able to produce the same performances. So we're going to skim through all the comments now on YouTube, and then we'll get into some fight research, man. Do some fight study. What have we got here? Catch up on the comments on the site. Double Egg saying Conor looked very antsy in the fight 6 months ago. He looked old too. Yeah, Matum was saying that, right? Conor's cardio has always been a weakness. This is Dustin's time. I do definitely lean Dustin, mate, for sure. Morpheus is saying, I don't want to sound like a Conor stan, but I favour him in this fight. I don't like him, but I think he should be the favourite. We're talking about motivation. I think this loss will make him as motivated as ever because his back is against the wall. Yeah, but you could kind of said that. You could have kind of said that. You could have said that in the first fight, I think. Could have said it against Khabib as well. I'm not sure about that. He's too smart not to realise that. He was having more success in the stand-up before the leg kicks. Guess it's just, Dana's old quote, right? How bad do you want it? How bad does Conor want it now? Does he still want it as bad as he used to? Taz is saying, I have the same thing in mind. Think Conor at the very least will come prepared for the leg kicks. Mac is saying John Kane might be more caught up interest in this. He's a co-founder of the program. John Kavanagh might be... okay, John Kavanagh might be more caught up in this. Okay, cool. So Mac is saying that there's some kind of project that John Kavanagh is working on where he may not have as much time to help Conor out. It's true, Matern. It is true, mate. The footage never lies, right? Alright, boys, let's scroll through these... let's scroll through these comments. People just talking about the Gan Volkov fight. We won't dwell on that. Mohammed Islam saying, I want to thank you. After listening to you break down fights both pre and post and scoring analysis over last year, also getting pretty good at live betting. Thanks a lot, Mohammed, mate. Really appreciate it, dude. Wow, there's not what I expected. Everyone just wants to debate Volkov and Gan. It is time to move on. Picciano is saying, Chris, do you think the live crowd helps Conor? Yeah, it could for sure, man. Conor's always thrived in front of a live crowd, right? It's a really good point. Picciano's just saying that we saw Anthony Smith thrive and look completely rejuvenated in his last fight against Jimmy Crute. It's a really good point, man. Really good point. Yeah, definitely. Conor could definitely be one of these guys that looked flat at the Apex Centre with no live crowd. Or at least not a full live crowd, right? I think there was just some locals there. Seems like most people are just talking about the last event, talking about Rachmanov now. We'll skip all the talk on the last event. Yeah, cool. Everyone's just talking about the last event, which is a little bit strange. Alright, boys. Let's get into the next one. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. So, start off. Obviously, the most logical place to start off is just watching their last fight. So, what I'll do, boys, I'll drop the links in. Sorry, I'm using a new keyboard for this stream, which I'm not used to. So, my typing's not the best. But what I will do is post links in for Fight Pass and ESPN Plus. So if you could all sync up the very start of round 1 for me, and we'll all watch this together, and then we'll see what we find, man. See what we get. And here it is on YouTube as well. So I've popped it in the live chat of everywhere. So sync this one up for me. And let's see what we find, man. Like Matern said, the footage doesn't lie. So pretty soon, should be pretty obvious who the strongest side to be on is here. Unless it is truly a 50-50 fight like the bookies think it is. But we will soon find out. So sync up round 1 for me, boys. Sync it up. On Fight Pass, it starts at about 3 minutes 38 seconds. So you can see some people in the arena, but it's obviously a very small arena. It was like a custom built arena on Fight Pass, right? Capacity is not too high. And I think it was just some like local dignitaries, MMA media, some celebrities there. I don't think it was like proper fans or anything. Obviously I think it's a sold out crowd in the T-Mobile Arena next week, so it's gonna be much crazier atmosphere, right? So let me just check that. Alright, cool, boys. Alright, so let's get this going. Round 1, McGregor Poirier. Sync it up. Was it David? It looks small to me, man. Looks quite small. I have to check it out, man. Let's have a look. Let's take a look. We go to UFC events. Should be able to find out the attendance. So the attendance this weekend is probably going to be about 20,000, I think, in the T-Mobile Arena. Should see the capacity here. Yeah, it looks like 20,000, right? So 20,000 will be in the T-Mobile Arena. Let's see what the attendance was for the event in January. It's going to be very difficult to find out, actually. Oh, yeah, look at that, 2,600. So the crowd will be almost 10 times big. Well, not 10 times, it'll be like 8 or 9 times bigger. So yeah, there was a small crowd for this fight, only 2,600 fans, whereas we will have 20,000 at the T-Mobile. So very, very different atmosphere, right? 2,600 is not going to be as electric as 20,000 in the T-Mobile. All right, let's get this next one going. Sync it up, get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Round 1. Here we go. Here we go. So Conor coming out fast, taking control of the centre of the octagon in the southpaw stance. Both guys are southpaw here. And Poirier getting into those inside leg kicks early. And you see Poirier just trying to slip the left hand as Conor blitzes forward while trying to also counter with the lead right hand. But what I did notice early on in this fight, and I'm seeing it a lot here, nice outside trip there from Poirier, really good double leg entry. Poirier didn't do the smartest thing there. Poirier actually moved Conor over to the cage. He hit the takedown in the middle of the octagon, but then moved him over to the cage, which isn't the smartest thing to do, because when you do that, you're obviously allowing Conor then to use the cage as a tool to wall walk back up to his feet. Whereas if you would have just taken Conor down in the middle of the octagon, it's a much worse position for Conor. It's harder for him to work his way back up to his feet. I know, like, you had the old school Tito Ortiz style of smashing guys up against the cage, but now guys are much better at wall walking, right? But what I was noticing when this fight was in kickboxing range is Conor's got Poirier overreacting to every little feint that he throws out there, and I think this is a change that we saw into the second round. You know, I think Poirier looked a lot more confident, right? Settled into a rhythm and wasn't biting as much on the traps that Conor was trying to set. I think he kind of did return. I think Poirier moved him over there, but Conor was happy to help him out by scooting his butt over. It was Poirier that moved him, and Conor just went with the flow, made it easier for Poirier by scooting his butt over. But you certainly didn't see Poirier try and stick tight to that body lock and stop Conor from moving, you know? It's a point I'm trying to make. What you would have liked to have seen is Poirier try to obviously tie the legs up of Conor and then flatten him out, but he didn't. Both guys are more than happy to go over to that cage, which is not what Poirier should have done there. So Poirier working for a single leg now. Conor doing a good job using that underhook on the left side just to get his back off the cage. See a big deep breath from Poirier. Obviously it's a big fight. There's going to be a lot of nervous energy, a lot of anxiety from Poirier. And you can definitely see, like, Poirier is affected by the occasion. The way he's breathing, his body language earlier on, like I say, overreacting to all of Conor's feints. Taking big deep breaths in this position. We know Poirier's gas tank is amazing, obviously much better than Conor's. But Poirier definitely taking massive deep breaths. Nice short elbow there from Conor. Both guys back in the kickboxing range in the southpaw stance. Big left hand there from Conor. It's obviously his biggest weapon, right? That straight left right down the pipe. Poirier looking for that takedown again. Big speed advantage for Conor. We can already see it with the jab. But I feel like in this matchup, the more Conor landed, the more confident Poirier became. I feel like the threat of Conor's speed and power really put Poirier into a defensive shell in this first round. But as soon as Conor landed some of these big shots, he's getting that lead hand going with the right hook and the jab. As soon as he started to feel that, see, he's growing in confidence now. He landed that right hand. See him with a little bit of gamesmanship himself. You really see Poirier growing in confidence in this fight. But Conor definitely in control at this point. Forcing Poirier to fight in an uncomfortable range. You can see Poirier breathing heavily. Looking a little bit sloppy as well. Very anxious first round from Poirier. And I think that's a big X factor for us to pay attention to here, because obviously Conor knocked him out the first time they fought. It's the biggest fight of Poirier's life. There's a lot of pressure on him. That's going to have had an impact on his performance in round one. But now that he's gone, beaten Conor, the amount of confidence that Poirier will take from this performance, he's likely to look a lot better than he did here earlier on. Very interested to see the difference in Poirier here in round two. So this starts at the second round. So sync up round two for me, boys. It starts at 9 minutes 51. Sync it up, boys. 9 minutes 51. Sync it up, boys. 9 minutes 51. So yeah, Paul basically summarising what I said in a much better way. Paul said it in a much more concise way. Dustin looked nervy in round one, right? You could see that he just wasn't comfortable in there. He's very anxious, which we've seen it happen to a lot of guys, right? Eddie Alvarez was the same, you could argue, even though the fight didn't last very long. Aldo kind of suffered the same fate. A lot of guys are beaten by Conor before we get in there, and I think we saw a lot of that with Dustin in round one. But with him beating Conor here, I think he's going to look way better in round one this time, and he's going to look a lot more confident from the offset. I don't think he's going to be anywhere near as nervy, because realistically, Conor caught him with some big shots there, and he was never really in any trouble. He seemed fine. Dixie is saying that I think Conor is going to trash talk him this time around, which could make Poirier more nervous at the start. That's true. Do you know what, Dixie? I don't think it will make Poirier more nervous. I don't think that's the right word to use. I think Poirier is a hot-headed guy that does at times fight emotional. You know, who can remember back when he fought Michael Johnson back in 2016? And there was so much trash talk in the build-up to this fight. I think it was not too long after the Ultimate Fighter American Top Team versus Black Zillions season where there was so much rivalry between those two gyms, and Michael Johnson was coming into this fight representing the Black Zillions. Dustin Poirier was coming into the fight representing American Top Team. And, you know, both guys went into that matchup carrying the weight of their gyms on their shoulders. And Poirier literally just walked out there and just started playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots with Johnson and got himself knocked out. If there is a lot of trash talk coming into this matchup, I don't see Poirier being more nervous. I see him being more aggressive. And that obviously is just as bad, if not worse, as being nervous, right? Because if he comes out all guns blazing, not respecting Conor, you know, he could wind up getting himself knocked out, right? So yeah, I don't think nervous is the right word there, mate. I think that if there's trash talk, Poirier's more likely to fight angry, which historically hasn't worked out too well for him. It's a good point, Paul. It is a good point, mate. It is a good point. And you also feel like Conor's somewhat on a bit of I feel Conor is also on a bit of a PR mission to clean up his image. I think that yes, Conor wants to win MMA fights, and you know, one of the things that made him so formidable was his ability to wind his opponents up and kind of break them mentally before they get in there. But that often came at a cost of him being really really outlandish, really disrespectful. I think Conor's brand is more important to him these days, which is why he portrays himself more as a businessman, more of a family man, and why he is a lot more respectful since the whole Khabib incident. So I'm not sure, man. You know, I can see it go in a lot of different ways. That is true, though, dude. That is true. I think what I'm trying to say is, I don't think Poirier's going to be nervous. I think he's more likely to fight angry. But either way, whether he's more nervous or angry, I think that it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? I think if they do start trash talking, this bad feeling coming in, I don't think it's going to be good. Whichever label you put on that emotion that Dustin comes in with. But I think the difference is, if he does fight angry or if he fights nervous, you'll see two very different sides of Poirier, where if he comes in nervous, he'll look like he did in this first fight, where he's kind of timid, overreacting to any little feint that Conor's throwing out there. Whereas if he comes in angry, he's more likely to just start getting into crazy exchanges with Conor, which, you know, probably isn't the smartest thing to do. Kilty said, I'm not sure Conor has the fire in him anymore to be the old school Conor. Yeah, it's true, dude. We spoke about that earlier on in the stream, right? Vard is saying Conor can only be the hammer, never the nail, no heart. Mac is saying, in the Brett interview, Poirier was saying how his contract with McGregor last fight, and this one, his contract, he just has flat fee, not win and show many, and it made him much. I mean, what is he saying? Interview Poirier was saying how his contract with McGregor. Okay, so I think Mac is saying that Poirier, there was no like win bonus for Poirier, so he didn't feel as much pressure to perform. Paul saying, has Conor been in the trenches for this rematch? Is he controlling his camp? Is he waking up in still shit? Yeah, You know, Paul, we covered all that stuff at the beginning of the stream, man. You're right, dude. You're right, mate. We won't go back over it now, but you are right, man. So let's catch up on the YouTubes. What we got, boys. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please do me a favor, man, and hit the like button, boys. If you like these live streams, please hit the like button. You know what? If you like these live streams, I live stream my research for every single UFC fight. So if you like these live streams, you want to watch more of them, head on over to my Twitch channel. There's a link in the description below. I can't do live streams like this on YouTube because basically if I want to show any footage from an interview, like Mac has shared an interview, I can't click that now because the YouTube algorithm is so aggressive with their copyright shit that I can't basically do anything on YouTube. So I don't like the live stream research sessions on YouTube because I can't play interviews, can't play weigh-ins, all that kind of stuff. So head on over to Twitch if you like these streams. Bout Bet is saying, I usually have to bet the winner of the last fight, but Dustin almost got finished. I haven't seen that yet. Does Poirier almost get finished in the second round? He looked quite comfortable in the first. Bout Better is saying all the pressure's on Poirier. I'm not sure I agree with you there, dude. George Rivera saying Conor gets it done. Luke Peterson is saying this is the first time he's ever bet against Conor in 8 years. Yeah, Bout Better is talking about the under. What is the under on this fight? Not great. Not great. Not the best odds. Those odds don't interest me too much, if I'm honest. Not the best. Not the best, boys. The bookies have got that one sewn up. Oh, George Rivero's actually going to the event. Congratulations, George, mate. That's amazing. Hope you have a great time, man. I'm sure you will. Like a Conor McGregor fight. It doesn't get much better than that, man. It's one of my biggest regrets, actually. I've never seen Conor fight. Like, I've seen Bisping fight a couple times. Even got a chance to see Anderson Silva fight when he fought Bisping in the main event at UFC London. Conor's one of my favourite fighters ever. And I've never seen him live, which I really, really regret. Because when he was, like, you know, on the come up, you know, those events in Ireland and stuff, you know, Ireland is only like a 1.5 hour flight from where I live. I should have gone to watch him. I might probably never get the opportunity to see Conor fight again. Can't imagine Conor's got many fights in him, you know. So it's a big regret that. I did get to see Anderson Silva, which is great. I've seen Bisping. So Bisping and Anderson Silva, probably my two favourite fighters ever. Never got to see Dan Hardy fight either, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, I do regret it, man. So congratulations, George, mate. Picciano saying Poirier almost gets finished. Absolutely not. Yeah, I have not seen him in trouble. So let's see the second round if he finds himself in trouble, right? Let's see, let's see. Yes, a good point, Morpheus. Good point, mate. Morpheus is just making the comment that Poirier did get Conor down very, very easily in round one. And then we spoke about the mistake that Poirier made. You know, whether you think Conor scooted his butt over to the cage or you think Poirier walked him over to the cage is irrelevant. Either way, Poirier could have done a hell of a lot more to keep that fight in the middle of the octagon than he did. And so, you know, if he did come in with a more grappling heavy game plan, I think what Morpheus is suggesting, wear him down early. You know, we saw what Khabib did. I know Poirier's not at the level of Khabib, but he did get Conor down pretty easily in round one. We've seen Chad Mendes take Conor down very easy repeatedly, which is a good point, mate. Taz said Poirier gets slightly wobbled or at the very least knocked slightly off balance once or twice in this fight. I haven't seen that in round one, man, so I am hoping it happens in round two. Do you know what, boys? I will be perfectly honest with you. I think there is a little bit of gamesmanship with Poirier with this. I see a few people mentioning this. I'm not sure Poirier's being completely honest here. Like, obviously, all I'll say is, I'll just give you my opinion and then you can agree or disagree with it, right? all I'm saying is, I watch, I would say, 4 or 5 hours of fights most days, 6 days a week, right? I've been doing that for almost 12 years now. I watch a fuck ton of fights. That's all I'm saying. Like, I watch a lot of fights every day. It's my job. To me, Poirier wasn't in any trouble in that first round at all. Like, he was very, very comfortable. He ate some big shots, but he was never in any trouble. I've seen Poirier in trouble many times. I've seen him dinged. I've seen him wobbled many times. For me, Poirier was quite comfortable in round one. Now, I will say this. I know that Poirier said in the post-fight interview that Conor hurt him bad, and if he would have followed up, he might have finished him. But also remember, in the octagon after the fight ended, what is the first thing that Poirier said when they interviewed him? The first thing Poirier talked about was how they could run it back and do it a third time. Poirier isn't a dummy, right? Conor won the first fight. Poirier won the second fight. Fights with Conor, biggest payday of Poirier's career. The rubber match is on the table. When Poirier beat Conor, you know, most guys after winning a big fight like that would be talking about a title shot. Poirier would have been saying, I just beat Conor. I want the winner of Chandler Oliveira. I want to be the UFC lightweight champion. That ain't what Poirier said. Poirier said, we can run it back, do it a third time. Why did he say that? He wants to get paid. What's the best way of doing that? Selling the fact that it was a competitive fight, which it kind of wasn't, right? Poirier weathered the early storm, took Conor out in the second. So maybe Poirier was hurt. Maybe he was close to being knocked out. We don't know the truth. Maybe Poirier's being absolutely 100% truthful there. Personally, I watch a lot of fighting, 4 or 5 hours a day, 6 days a week. I do this for a living. Poirier didn't look in any trouble to me whatsoever in that first round. I think it's far more likely that Poirier was exaggerating the success that Conor had in round one to try and sell a third fight. Because a third fight means a big payday for him. I could be completely wrong, but that's kind of how I feel about it. And obviously, not everyone's going to agree with me on that. But that's just my opinion. I don't think Poirier was in any trouble, but I could be wrong. Probably was in some trouble. He was hurt, but he was, nowhere near as hurt as we've seen him at moments against Max Holloway or Dan Hooker, or there were moments against Justin Gaethje he was in trouble, right? I didn't see Poirier in that much trouble, All right, let's go. What have we got? Picciano saying there's very minimal chance Conor wins a decision here. Yeah, I agree with you, dude, for sure. For sure, man. Luke Peterson is saying, was Poirier lying in the post-fight press conference? I don't like the word lying, mate. I don't like the word lying. I don't like the word like lying is a horrible word. I don't want to say Poirier was lying, but maybe Poirier was just trying to sell a third fight. Maybe Poirier was exaggerating a little bit. Just exaggerating a little bit. Just kind of embellishing on the truth a little bit. Just trying to make the fight sound more competitive than it was, to make a third fight more interesting. Maybe he was doing that. Lying is not a nice word, I wouldn't say he was lying, even though it's the same thing. All right, let's go. Let's get back into footage. So let's get into round 2 now, boys. Starts at 9 minutes 53. Yeah, Paul. Boom. Paul, dude. Paul, mate. Paul. Mate. Paul, you need to jump in your car, dude. Drive down the fucking... I don't even know what motorway it would be from Leicester to Cardiff, mate, to be honest with you. The M1, maybe? You need to fucking drive down whatever motorway it is from Leicester to Cardiff. Fucking knock my front door down, dude. Rip me out of this seat and do the job for me, because you are saying the shit I'm trying to say in a much more concise way. That is a beautiful way of putting it. I don't think Poirier was lying, but trying to give Conor false hope to get that third round going. That's a great way of putting it, dude. That is a really good way of putting it. I like it, man. Drock is saying, thinks Conor comes out with the leg kick similar to the Diaz 2 fight. Yeah, true, dude. He could. For sure, mate. For sure. Didn't really see too many of them in the first round there, right? A lot of clinch work, a lot of boxing. Anyway, boys, let's get this next round going. Round 2, sync it up. Round 2, Conor Poirier. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go, boys. So this is where the wheels come off for Conor. There's the first outside leg kick. He's been going to the inside leg in round 1, but the first outside leg kick buckled the leg of Conor. So I want to see here if Poirier looks more confident in this round, because in round 1 he looked very nervous. Heavy outside leg kick from Conor. Another heavy outside leg kick from Poirier, just trading those outside leg kicks now. Conor briefly switched stances there as well. What's quite concerning is he's only landed 3 outside leg kicks in the fight. And every time he's landed one, he's buckled the leg of Conor. It doesn't take much, right? But you can see Conor's nowhere near as confident now. He was pressuring Poirier, looking real comfortable in round 1, whereas now it's Poirier that looks a lot more confident. Poirier doesn't look nervous anymore. Stood right in front of Conor. What I'm also seeing in this round is, in round 1, when Conor was coming forward, Poirier would kind of shell up behind the high boxing guard against the cage and just kind of let Conor tee off on him and try and survive. Whereas in this round, the difference has been when Conor's come forward and opened up, Poirier has been using head movement to slip the shots at Conor. And because of that, Conor's not landing. Wow. There was a big shift there in confidence from Poirier. Round 1, he was almost like a scared rabbit. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way at all, but he looked very timid in there, very nervous. And every time Conor came forward, he just did this. And then just tried to circle away. If you notice at the beginning of that round, his hands were here, and he was just using head movement to slip everything. And he was doing a really good job of slipping everything. Conor wasn't really landing much. Complete change in momentum there. Kind of, at the beginning of the stream we said, look, both guys are in the even money odds range. Both guys carry an implied probability of 52%. You can bet both guys now at 1.91 if you shop around. If you can lean 60-40 one way or the other, you've got a good amount of value. How do you not lean 60-40 in favour of Poirier after watching that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you not lean towards Poirier in a rematch? Because what I saw there is Poirier struggled a little bit in round 1 when he looked nervous. But as soon as he grew in confidence, he just slipped everything Conor threw at him, picked him apart and knocked him out. Like, it really is that simple. What's going to change in this rematch? You know what I mean? Mac is saying, okay, just rewatch fight. Poirier gets knocked slightly off balance at 4 minutes 10 seconds in a second, but that's about it. I was watching back Conor vs Alvarez the other day when he was considered to be at his best, and even then he was susceptible to the leg kick. Nice one, Dixie, mate. That is interesting, dude. Might go take a look at that, right, Dixie? My only issue with the Eddie Alvarez fight is it was so long ago, right? It was almost 5 years ago, and I feel like Conor looked so good against Alvarez that it always kind of scares us off betting against him. When I'm not sure, after everything Conor's been through outside the octagon, you know, after all the things that have distracted him from fighting, all his businesses, all the legal issues, I just don't know if we should really even consider that fight anymore, because of how long ago it was and because of how much has changed since. Taz saying Poirier took some big shots but took him like a champ. Yeah, his chin looked good, right, Taz, dude? Taz saying Conor abandoned his kick, much more of a boxer now. So that's interesting. So Brett is saying, interested to see if Conor reverts back to his old stance where he was lighter on his feet. What's interesting about that is, from memory, the only time we ever saw Conor light on his feet was in that Eddie Alvarez. Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. The only time we ever saw Conor light on his feet at lightweight was against Eddie Alvarez. Against Diaz, both Diaz fights, he was very flat-footed. Same against Khabib. Didn't really get a chance to determine either way against Cerrone, and he was flat-footed against Poirier too. So the only time, you know, when we've all got like those visions of Conor, you know, moving in and out of his opponent's range very, very light on his feet, when he kind of had that style of footwork, that was when he was at featherweight. The only time he's ever done that at lightweight was against Alvarez. You know, so maybe there's a reason. Maybe it takes too much energy. Maybe because he comes in heavier at lightweight, he's not able to use as much footwork as he could at featherweight. Or maybe he smoked everyone at featherweight and didn't realise that he didn't have the gas tank to use that much footwork for the entire duration of a fight, and then he found out the hard way against Diaz that you burn through a lot of energy when you're bobbing about, staying very light on your feet, bouncing in and out of your opponent's range with a lot of footwork, right? Drock is saying you could look back in the first fight between Conor and Dustin, and Dustin was landing low kicks back then, just didn't look as comfortable on the feet. But both fighting southpaw gives them the power leg kick, body kicks. Good point, Drock, mate. Morpheus is saying it's like the Diaz fight. When the opponent slips Conor's punches, it really tires him out. It is surprising how easily Poirier was making Dustin miss there. Taz, I think it's because Conor has proven to make adjustments in rematches. Turn likes Poirier. Paul, again, taking the words out of my mouth, man. 2016 Conor is not 2021 Conor. So everyone watching this, man, let me know in the comment section, the live chat. Let me know what you think based on what we just saw. Just forget all the bullshit. Based on what we just saw, say, for example, a fucking SWAT team rocked up at your head. Like, forget about bias. Forget about whatever, right? Forget about fan favourite shit, all that bollocks. Say a SWAT team pulls up outside your house now, grabs a hold of you, pins you to the ground, puts a gun to your head, and say, Jesus is in the van, and he knows if you're fucking lying. Who do you think? Who do you lean towards in this fight based on what you just saw? 60-40. Go. Who do you go for? Jesus can tell if you're lying, and if Jesus says you're lying, we're gonna fucking kill you. Who would you go for? Hand on heart, fuck the bias, fuck all that shit. 60-40, based on what we just saw, who you lean towards? Let me know, man. I go Poirier 100, like, not Poirier 100%, but Poirier 60-40 all day long. Dixie is saying, that's why I watched the fight, so I wanted to see if that style would make it harder for Poirier to have success with the leg kicks, but I didn't think that was the case. Legs still look there for the take-in. That's interesting. Nice one, Dixie, mate. Vardis is saying he's going to be slightly cautious because the takedown is in his head. Parlin's saying, I don't think we're going to see that McGregor jumping back movement. He's probably going to be as we saw him. That's all we can know. From all we know, he'll be flat-footed again, but maybe more checking leg kicks. Or maybe throwing more leg kicks, right? Taz is saying, so Brett leans Poirier. Taz definitely leaning Poirier, but just can't count out Conor. Yeah, you can never count Conor out, man. But thing is, it's never going to be a safe bet in the even money odds range. We talk about this all the time, man. Bookies aren't stupid. You know, if Poirier had no way to lose, he would be a huge favourite, right? In that even money odds range, you've only got to lean 60-40 one way or the other. But just because you lean 60, you know, in favour of someone 60%, that's not that much better than a coin flip, you know what I mean? A 40% chance of winning, still a big fucking chance. So yeah, definitely, obviously, I'm not saying Poirier's safe or anything like that, but thing is, based on what we've seen, 60-40 is more than fair to Poirier. Drocky saying, I would rather take the over 1.5. I don't like that, dude. I don't like the over. I don't like the over. I don't like over anything in this fight, just because how dangerous both guys are. Turns saying, I think Poirier will win. Conor is dangerous, but I don't think he's as dangerous to Poirier as people think he is. He probably was at one point, right? But I just don't think he was anymore. Morpheus, a Muslim. Is it even appropriate for me to say the Prophet Muhammad's in the van? He's going to kill you if he senses you're lying. I don't even know, mate. I thought I'd stick to Jesus because I know kind of what's appropriate in, you know, when it comes to Jesus. I won't speak about other gods, you know what I mean? Don't want to offend anyone. But anyway, same example. If your life depended on it and someone could hook you up to a lie detector test, 60-40, which way do you go, man? Morpheus, let us know, dude. Matern, Poirier, about 60-40. Vardis, Poirier. Paul's going Poirier all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Hiltsy, Poirier. Morpheus is Conor. First one for Conor. Taz. Parlons. If someone jumps me to know what I would bet, I would say Poirier because he had just more to his game than Conor. There's ground that Poirier could caught Conor again, and then the leg kicks. So yeah, more ways to win, man. Paul asking a good question. How does Conor win? Just apart from a flash knockout, right? Max saying Conor's got one round in him. Brett saying Poirier should be like 1.60. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, boys. See what we got on the Twitch. What's that, Pep? What's that, Pep Sylvia on Twitch? Pep is saying Dustin winning and getting a title fight and Conor losing and fighting a trilogy main event with Diaz makes too much sense. And what have we got on the YouTubes? Andrew Smith is saying you won't see the same stance from Conor this time around. Be careful making assumptions based off something like that, because if we are honest, Conor was training to fight Manny the whole time. Jerry is saying imagine what Manny would have done to him then. Andrew saying you will see a lot of front kicks and body kicks this time around, in my opinion. Alex Picciano saying Conor was so flat in that second round. And Alex also saying, how do you at least not lean 60-40 in favour of Poirier? Only reason I'd be hesitant not to call it 70-30 or 80-20 is because of the live crowd and how dangerous Conor is in round one. Well said, Picciano, dude. You're kind of how I feel, man. Mr. D is saying that takedown Dustin did in round one was money. You know that affected Conor's speed and power. Hey, Mr. D, we've got about 150 people watching this live stream, and Mr. D has literally brought up a point that no one else has brought up. I didn't even think of it, so Mr. D's brought up a really, really good point. It's really interesting how Poirier opened up that first round with a takedown, right? as soon as the fight started, Poirier shot a takedown and he got it, and then he didn't go back to the takedown in the rest of the round. But Mr. D's brought up a really good point, because obviously then that plants a seed of doubt in Conor's head, where he's worried about overcommitting or opening up for fear of Poirier changing levels and taking him down. So that's a really good point from Mr. D. Poirier's threat of the takedown kind of sent a message to Conor that you need to keep an eye on being taken down. So that would also have affected Conor's striking, right? Because then he's got to have one eye on attacking Poirier standing, one eye on defending against Poirier's strikes, but one eye on the takedown attempt as well. So that's a brilliant point, Mr. D. I didn't even think of that, mate. Andrew Smith is saying, he had a squared stance the entire fight. We need to look at an older karate Conor. But in my opinion, if Dustin stays on the calf kick, he will murk him simply because that stance loses harder than before. Both stances Conor uses is super susceptible to calf kicks. Good point, Andrew Smith, because even when, you know, we've spoken a lot about the version of Conor we just saw, but then even if we go back in time to that innie outie light on his feet style, he was still always heavy on the lead leg, right? Still, you know, always did everything off that lead leg, which was wide open to the leg kicks. So that's a really good point, Smith. Of course, when he was in and out, it was hard at the time, but the lead leg was still there. Jay Holt is saying, I think people are anticipating better kick checking from Conor. Picciano's saying, I'd even argue he was flat-footed against Alvarez. So Picciano feels his 70-30 Poirier. Hyena 95 is saying bet the house on Poirier. Andrew Smith saying he caps it 80% in favour of Dustin unless Conor comes out round one using a lot of kicks. Mr. D is bringing up another really good point, saying that at least we've seen Poirier fight his way back from adversity, like I suppose the Dan Hooker fight is a really good example of that, whereas Conor's not known for doing that. No, Conor tends to gas bad, right, or at least even quit when put in bad positions. I mean, he kind of came back in the second fight against Diaz, but I do get your point for sure, man. Conor's got quite a prolific record of throwing the towel in when it gets tough, right? Andrew Smith has said, anyone notice Conor's tricep is hella small? That slipped me by, man. I haven't really been looking at that kind of thing. Hyena 95, you bet on Conor, you're definitely on crack. Seems like everyone's on Conor. This is what I love about these fight research sessions. It's amazing, right? If I just put a breakdown video up on YouTube, so many people debate what I've said. You know what I mean? And when I do breakdown videos, all I'm doing is summarising these live streams that I've done on Twitch. But what's really, really cool about when we do these live streams, most of the time, 90% of people watching the live stream are on the same side, which is a powerful weapon, man, because we got 150 people watching this stream. 90% of people are leaning towards Poirier. If 120 people out of 150 think Poirier's a good bet, he's probably a good fucking bet, right, when we've all watched the same thing. This isn't guessing. We're not working from hazy memories. We're not, you know, listening to opinions from MMA media or, you know, YouTube predictions channels, and we don't know if they've actually watched the footage. We've all just watched the footage, and most of us have come to the same conclusion, which is a pretty powerful sign. You know, pretty powerful, man. Alright, boys. So what we should probably do, let's watch a little bit more footage, though. And then I think we will be done on this one, and then I will crack open this box here of UFC Topps Chrome 2019. If you want to see me open this, stick around for the box opening coming up soon. But a little bit more work to do on this one first. So what I'd really like to do is check out the Dan Hooker versus Poirier fight, and also we'll take a look at the Conor Khabib fight. So if you want to watch those two fights, stick around. And yeah, man, I guess let's get into it. Let's go. So let's start off by watching Conor against Khabib. Let's take a look at this one. Why not? Why not? So sync this one up. I'll drop the links in Twitch, YouTube, all that sort of stuff. Sync it up, boys. Sync it up. I'll grab you guys the ESPN Plus link now. Oh, is it? There's not an ESPN Plus link. It's only on Fight Pass, this one, I think. Looks like it's only on Fight Pass. So sync up the first round of this for me, boys. Sync it up. Get round one going. Let's get it going, boys. So this starts at 4 minutes and 11 seconds on Fight Pass. Or 4 minutes, yeah, 4 minutes 12, something like that. Let's get it going, boys. 4 minutes 12. Sync it up. Sync it up. 4 minutes 12. We'll get the countdown clock going. Let's go, boys. Four minutes 12. Let's get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So Conor coming out heavy on that lead leg again, right? Khabib shoots a takedown entry from miles away. Just to tie up. Conor get hold of that single leg, Damian Maia style. And it's difficult for Conor now because he can't clear that right leg while Khabib's got a hold of it. Khabib knows so long as he's got that single leg, Conor's not going to be able to generate enough power with his hands to hurt him. And he's also not going to be able to clear his legs and prevent Khabib from getting the takedown. So nice chain wrestling there from Khabib. Now, as crazy as it sounds, we spoke earlier on about how Poirier kind of made a mistake by helping Conor over to the cage. But Khabib likes to take guys down against the cage, right? He's done it here. It was something Tito Ortiz liked to do. Because here you'd be saying Conor's not really in a bad position, right? All he's got to do is slip those legs out from underneath Khabib. He's already got his back tight to the cage. And he can use the cage as a tool to wall walk. But Khabib's just got that special ability of making it extremely difficult for you to do something like that. Even though, you know, it's a relatively simple thing to do that we see in most fights, right? Tips is saying, I think the MMA game has slowly passed Conor by. If he was more like when he was on the come up, he'd definitely be a threat. I think Conor has to get it done in round one. Yeah, well said, Tips, dude. Looks like most people are in agreement that Poirier's probably worth a bet at even money. He's not going to be a safe bet, but I do think that with both these guys in that 50-50 implied probability range, it's more than fair to go 60-40 Poirier here. And I think after we watch the Dan Hooker fight, we'll feel even more confident. SK Movie Watcher is saying, I think this might be the last time we see Conor fight if he loses. Andrew Smith saying he'll probably fight Jake Paul after. That's a good point. Do you know what's absolutely insane though? It wasn't that long ago. Like after Jake Paul fought, I remember after Jake Paul fought the basketball player, right, Nate Robinson. I remember Jake did like that call out video on Instagram where he had to go at Conor's wife and stuff. And it was almost seen as a joke, right? People like laughed off the concept that, you know, someone like Conor would waste their time fighting someone like Jake. But what's crazy is the way that Jake's career is gone and the way that Conor's career is gone. That fight is like making more and more sense. Like it's not crazy anymore. Like, not that long ago it was crazy, but now it doesn't feel that crazy. And maybe it's because, obviously I know Jake and Logan are two completely different people, but I think that the solid effort that Logan put in against Floyd Mayweather has made a fight between Jake and Conor more digestible. It doesn't seem as ridiculous, because Floyd and Logan seemed ridiculous, and you know, Logan kind of held his own. Now I know there's like the youth aspect, Floyd's very old, the size difference, all that kind of shit. You know, I think Conor and Jake probably about the same size, but actually Jake could be a little bit bigger, right? But the point I'm trying to make is not as crazy anymore. Yeah, I agree, Paul, man. Tedino is just like making the point that Conor can be a lot more dangerous when there's a crowd. It's a good point, man. Yeah, definitely Tedino, man. Like I said, you know, just said about 10-20 minutes ago. You know, if we're capping Poirier at say 60%, that's only just a bit better than a coin flip. Do you know what I mean? So sync up round 2 for me, boys. Sync up round 2. Obviously 60% is not that much better than a coin flip. You know, I'm not saying Poirier is a safe bet. I just think, you know, he gives us a good risk to reward ratio based on the current odds, you know. Yeah, you could be right, to Dino, man. That's definitely a risk factor here. BP, man, we're going to be researching Wonderboy against Gilbert Burns on stream tomorrow, mate. So if you click the link below, subscribe to my Twitch channel and you'll get an email notification when we go live. Or if you come to my website, I'll put a link in the YouTube chat. If you go to community and mobile notifications, I also send out a Telegram notification when the stream goes live on Twitch. So join that Telegram channel, and then whenever I start a new live stream, you'll get a notification. We'll be doing a stream like this for Burns and Stephen Thompson tomorrow, man, if you want to jump in on Twitch. Alright, boys, let's get this second round going. Starts at 10 minutes and 29 seconds. That's 10 minutes and 29 seconds. Let's get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So obviously Khabib found it really, really easy to hold Conor down in that first round. Conor just couldn't get his legs out from underneath Khabib, which is a bit of a concern because, like I say, he was taken down in a good position to work his way back up to his feet. So Edson Barboza have a reasonably good amount of success early on working his way back up to his feet when Khabib took him down. Didn't see Conor even come close to being able to wall walk. Big right hand from Khabib. And we've seen, obviously, in the Chad Mendes fight that first round there, if you do get on top of Conor, it doesn't seem like it's that hard to hold him down. And Khabib with a high crotch single leg, again, straight back into the same position we saw from him in round 1, except this time he's got Conor mounted. Yeah, I'm not sure, Tadino, man. Can't really remember where my head was at. You know, back after that first Nate fight on Conor. And I can't remember where Poirier was at in his career either. I think that was around about the same time Poirier was getting knocked out by Michael Johnson, right? Back 2015, 2016. You know what, Andrew Smith, man? I don't think there is any drug testing in boxing. I think there's a little bit, but I think the drug testing they have in boxing is like the drug testing they had in the UFC before USADA came in. Whereas if you're really, basically, if you're really, really dumb, you can get caught. But if you know how to play the system, it's very, very difficult to get cut. That's what I think anyway, from what I know about boxing. I could be wrong. Obviously, every country is going to be different. So again, Conor's not in a bad position here because of how close he is to the cage. But he's not making any attempt to wall walk. He's just staying in that closed guard. And just allowing Khabib to kind of hold him down and chip away at him. Jesus Christ, Paul, it's voluntary, man. It's crazy, dude. So Conor not making any attempt to get back up to his feet here, even when Khabib's giving him a lot of space to do so. You know, Khabib doesn't have control of Conor here. He's just hammering him with ground and pound, and Conor's accepting being in this position. Oh, Jerry the Hat Man, we're gonna we were just saying, man, we're gonna be researching Wonderboy and Burns on stream tomorrow, dude. So if you click the link in the description below to go to my Twitch channel and subscribe on Twitch, we'll be live streaming the fight research session on Twitch. And if you go to my website, go to community mobile notifications. If you join our free Telegram group, you'll find instructions how to do it on that link that I've just put in the live chat. You'll get a notification when that stream goes live so you don't miss it, dude. Hopefully we'll be able to dig up a bet on that fight. But yeah, we're going to be researching that one tomorrow, man. I know that Khabib is one of the best, well, probably the best MMA grappler of all time, right? I know his top game is super heavy. I know his chain wrestling's amazing. I know his grappling control is brilliant. But Conor is making life very easy for Khabib here. He's not really making much of an effort to get back up to his feet. Khabib's giving him a lot of space in this fight to work back up to his feet. And this is the first time, 40 seconds left to go in round 2, that he's taken that space and actually stood back up. And again, that might be just Conor not confident in his gas tank, right? He doesn't want to exert a lot of energy to pop back up to his feet, only to be taken right back down. Robert Kraft in the background. Alright, boys, sync up round 3 for me. So round 3 starts at 16 minutes and 37 seconds. 16 minutes, 37 seconds. Sync it up, boys. 16 minutes, 37 seconds. And let's get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this was the best round of the fight for Conor, right? Where Khabib chose to strike a little bit with Conor. So, you know, what is interesting here is third round. Conor's got his reputation for gassing in fights. He looks alright here. Still moving well. Still decent hand speed. Doesn't look like he's breathing heavily. But what you can see is, and we kind of saw this in the second round against Poirier as well, Khabib doesn't seem as concerned by Conor's power as some of Conor's past opponents have been. Khabib seems quite happy to stand in front of Conor here. Seems quite comfortable. And again, Conor is very heavy on the lead leg. But Conor in this third round certainly not looking too dangerous. Could be very, very comfortable. Speaking of Conor heavy on that lead leg, Khabib cracked him with an inside leg kick. There he goes, nice double leg shot. Conor clears his leg, get that underhook in play on the right side. Nice work there from Conor. But look at this, you can see Khabib just not respecting Conor. And this goes back to what Mac D said earlier on, or Mr. D. The threat of the takedown from Khabib opens up his striking. You could see it there. Khabib's coming forward, letting his hands go. And Conor's not trying to counter because he's worried about the level change. So the threat of Khabib's grappling creates opportunities for him striking, which could be one of the reasons why Poirier did so well. You know what, movie watcher? It's possible that Conor had more power at featherweight. Because if we look at his fights at lightweight, right? I don't think a knockout win over Cerrone means too much. And he didn't like one-shot kill Cerrone, right? Just kind of stopped him with volume after hurting him. After that shoulder bump that broke Cerrone's nose. And then if we look at all the fights at lightweight, right? You know, at featherweight, Conor was just knocking fools out left, right and centre. But at lightweight, you know, he hurt Nate Diaz very, very bad, but he didn't knock him out. You know, he looked amazing against Eddie Alvarez. Can't take that away from him. Khabib didn't seem in any danger here. He didn't look as dangerous against Poirier in the rematch. So, just maybe he's just not able to generate as much power at lightweight because... You remember at featherweight he'd have kind of that style where he'd be light on his feet and he'd bounce in and out of his opponent's range and he'd really drive through on that straight left and generate a lot of power off his footwork. Because we don't see him use that kind of footwork anymore, he's much more flat-footed. Perhaps when he's fighting flat-footed he just can't generate as much power with that left hand. Yeah, it is true, Matern. It is true, man. It is true. Even at featherweight, Conor didn't really death shot guys. Like, he stopped Chad Mendes with volume. He stopped Diego Brandao with volume. I think he stopped Marcus Brimage with volume. Like, the only guy that he properly put away was Aldo. Which is crazy, right? With how good of a chin Aldo... You know, Aljo, sorry. How good of a chin Aldo has, or had. Still kind of does, right? I haven't watched Chael Sonnen's prediction for this fight, man. What did Chael say about this fight? What did Chael say? Who does Chael lean towards? I think it's difficult to take Chael's predictions seriously, just because Chael is such a friendly, likable, great guy, right? Chael is just a good person. Chael is a really good guy. And because of that, Chael has got so many friends within the MMA industry that I think it's really, really difficult to trust Chael's opinion. Not because he doesn't know MMA, not because he's a dishonest guy or anything like that, but I think, you know, if I've got to talk about two guys fighting and one of them is my friend and one of them isn't my friend, obviously I'm going to be a lot more complimentary to the guy that's my friend, right? So when I see a guy like Chael Sonnen that is so well connected, he's so liked, he's got so much friends in the industry, I don't think he's the best source of information for predictions, because he's probably not completely impartial compared to me, who's just some fucking dick from Wales that likes to sit in his pants all day researching fights. I don't really have any skin in the game. I don't know any fighters. I've spoken to a couple of them in DMs on social media when they've watched my videos. That's literally my extent of interaction with UFC fighters. That is it. Whereas, you know, if you're watching guys who are like friends with these fighters or are connected to these fighters in some way, I think it's pretty difficult. And I will say this, fighters that I have spoken to in the DMs that have watched my videos, I absolutely hate. Once I know a fighter watches my videos, I really, really, really hate breaking down their fights. And it does influence me somewhat in what I say. It doesn't influence my opinion. It doesn't influence how I bet. But it definitely influences how I present that content. I will be a lot more I just guess I will sugarcoat things a little bit more. Like, it won't change the bet, but it will definitely make me not want to maybe be as harsh as I would have been otherwise. So that's always something to think about, man. Alright. Jojo, man. So Jojo's saying, if Chael Sonnen and Brendan Schaub's predictions are so bad, would it be a plausible strategy to bet against them? I don't know, man. I've never really thought about it. Like, honestly, dude, I just like to, honestly, man, I just like to basically ignore what everyone else is doing. I don't watch any other predictions videos. I don't take anyone else's opinion on board, ever. All I do is, like, I'm really, really stubborn and pig-headed and like tunnel vision. And all I do is I just watch the fights and I just work out if there's a strong position for me to put my money based on the odds. And that's it. And that's helped to produce, like, every single type of bet on every type of bet that I do is profitable, right? Prop bets profitable, live bets, pre-fight bets are all profitable. And the reason why I don't like to take other people's opinion on board is just because it's so hard to make money gambling that you can get tied up in knots of uncertainty. So going back like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I hit a bad patch in betting, right? I was doing really, really bad, and to try and like fix the fact that I was doing bad, I tried to like do things differently, right? It makes sense, right? If you start doing bad at something to fix it, you want to do things differently. So I started like watching other predictions videos, I started reading forums, all that kind of stuff, and all it did was confuse me more, because ultimately you don't know what research someone else has put in. You don't know if Chael Sonnen has sat down, watched all the fighters' past fights. You don't know if he's friends with one of the coaches. You don't know if he's got inside information. Same goes for Shub. Same goes for any other YouTuber. Same goes for Ariel Helwani. Like I always say, man, that the only place you will find honesty when it comes to betting on MMA is the fight footage. You just have to ignore everything else and just look at the fight footage. You know what I mean? Don't listen to the guy on Twitter. Don't listen to the guy on YouTube. Don't listen to the fucking MMA pros picks or fucking Ariel Helwani or Chael Sonnen. Just watch the footage. It's the only place you'll find truth, man. You know? Because otherwise you just get confused. Because everyone's got different opinions. So you just end up fucking being tied up in knots of uncertainty. You know? Alright, boys. Let's get into this next round then. Round 4. Sync it up. Get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. And numbers are dropping off on this. Numbers are dropping off on the stream, which means I guess most people are happy with what we've seen so far, and they've gone to bet Poirier. So what we'll do, boys, we'll watch a little bit of Poirier and Hooker, and then we will get into this box break where we obviously open up this box of UFC Topps Chrome 2019. It's not really a box break, the cards are for me, but we'll open it up, see what we get anyway. I would love a Conor. I don't care if we're betting against Conor. I don't care if his career's fallen off a cliff or will fall off a cliff with another loss against Poirier. I would just like a really nice Conor refractor in here. So yeah, man, hopefully we can find something good in this box, and hopefully Poirier comes through for us this weekend or next weekend and fucking pays for the box, which would be really nice. Pays for the box and then some, right, boys? Yeah, you know what, Jerry? That was basically the time I had a tough time as well, man. It was USADA that fucked me up as well, dude. The sport was really, really easy to make money on before USADA came in, because fighters were just so much more consistent. you probably, or you already know this, man. It's got to be the reason why you run into a bad streak as well. The penny dropped for me. That USADA had changed the game forever. The fight it took for me to realise the shit had changed forever was when Kelvin Gastelum beat Johnny Hendricks at UFC 200. Because we know even to this day that Kelvin Gastelum's takedown defense and ground game is really bad, right? Gastelum's so easy to take down and hold down. And then against Johnny Hendricks, he was fighting one of the greatest welterweights of all time. Hendricks basically beat GSP. It was an absolute robbery split decision for GSP. Beat the brakes off Robbie Lawler. You know, Johnny Hendricks was KOing guys 8 foot across the octagon. He was out grappling everyone. Hendricks had, 5 rounds of cardio, never got tired, chin from hell. And you literally think Kelvin Gastelum is like the easiest stylistic matchup for Johnny Hendricks ever. And I bet huge on Hendricks that fight. Like, if you've only come into the sport in the last few years, that will be crazy to you, right? You'd be like, why are you betting on a bum like Johnny Hendricks? But at the time, Hendricks was unstoppable. He fucking beat GSP. And when Kelvin Gastelum beat Johnny Hendricks through shutting down his grappling, I was like, this sport's fucking broken. USADA changed everything, man, you know? Okay. So Morpheus saying, did you mention in the past that the box break for the community won't be a hobby box? No, the box breaks for the community are hobby boxes, dude. They are for hobby boxes, man. Yeah, I think so, Taz. I think we're gonna go for Poirier, man. All right, boys. One more fight. I'm probably going to bet Poirier here, spoiler alert. But I just want to watch a little bit of Hooker versus Dustin Poirier, just to learn a little bit more about Poirier, just for live betting purposes. So obviously, I am pretty sure I'm going to be betting Poirier, boys. So if you want to shut the stream down and do something else, no need to stick around. But like I say, if you do want to stick around, I am going to open up this box of cards as soon as we're done watching Poirier versus Hooker. So if you're interested to know what's inside, stick around for that. But for now, I will grab you guys the link for Hooker and Poirier. And like I say, all I'm doing here is just gathering information for live betting. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be betting on Poirier even money odds. It is a no-brainer for me, man. Absolute no-brainer. Alright. Drop that in there. Let's go. What's that, Morpheus, dude? So what we're doing, we've got both Taz, both, dude. Why is the really more motivated fighter going? Who is the more motivated fighter going in for the right reason? I'm not sure, man. I don't know. So yeah, Morpheus. So what we're doing, we're cracking 3 boxes of this next Friday. We got 3 boxes of UFC Topps Chrome 2019 for next Friday, and then the next box break. So the box break for these is sold out, but then we do have 3 packs available for the box break after that. So the next one is almost sold out, and that is going to be for. This is the box break I'm most excited for. UFC Topps Round 2. So I think we've got 3 packs left. Yeah, so we got 3 packs left. We're only opening up 1 box of this because it's an old product, and I don't think many people are that hyped for this product. Personally, I feel like UFC Topps Round 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the best investments in UFC trading cards by a mile. The first UFC trading card investment I made was a box of this for myself. I've still got it. It's upstairs. And I just think that if you look at trading cards for, other sports or other niches, you look at Magic the Gathering, you look at Pokemon, you look at other sports, generally, the older something is and the rarer something is, the more valuable it is. So if you look at UFC Topps Round 2, even though there's not tons of highly desirable rookies in there, I think some of the desirable rookies are like, there's a John Jones rookie card, There's a Junior Dos Santos rookie card. There's a Chael Sonnen rookie card. There's a Dan Hardy rookie card. There's not tons of desirable rookies. Of course, John Jones is one of the best you can get. But in terms of quantity, there's not tons of valuable rookies. However, because the supply of the round 1 cards and the round 2 cards is so low, if these UFC trading cards take off, then what you're going to see is all the rookies in round 1, like, you know, Chuck Liddell rookie, Randy Couture rookie, Lyoto Machida rookie, Anderson Silva rookie, all those rookies in round 1, they're going to become impossible to acquire, because there was probably less than 1,000, maybe, let's be generous, probably less than 2,000 rookie cards printed for UFC Tops round 1, because the supply run was so small. And so, what's going to happen when people can't get hold of the Chuck Liddell rookie, or the Anderson Silva rookie, or the Randy Couture rookie, and UFC cards blow up? What do you think they're going to buy next? They're going to buy the UFC Tops round 2 Chuck Liddell. They're going to buy the UFC Tops round 2 Anderson Silva. And then what happens if, you know, the round 2 cards, because the supply on the round 2 cards is crazy limited as well. What are they going to do then? They're going to buy the round 3 Anderson Silva, the round 4 Anderson Silva. So this set here, in my opinion, one of the best investments you can make, and hopefully we pull some real interesting shit on August the 6th. I'm going to do it the night before UFC 265. I can't wait to open up this box of cards. It's 12 years old, this box, and I can't wait to see what we get inside. Hopefully we pull some epic shit. But yeah, next week we are going to be doing UFC Tops Chrome 2019. I'm excited for that one as well, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Can't fucking wait. Because, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is if you look at, like, Pokemon, so what's the most valuable Pokemon card? First edition base set Charizard. Okay, how much is that? $500,000? Cool. Can't afford that. What's the next most valuable? Base set and limited Charizard. How much is that? 50 grand, 100 grand? Okay, can't afford that. What's next? Okay, it's Gym Heroes. Gym Heroes Blaine's Charizard. How much is that? Like 30 grand. Okay, I can't afford that. What's next? Team Rocket, right? Dark Charizard. How much is that? 20 grand. And it's exactly like UFC round 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going to happen is the supply of those early cards is so low. If you want to buy a Chuck Liddell, or if you want to buy an Anderson Silva, or if you want a GSP in a PSA 10, PSA 9, you'll just have to pick up what is affordable, right? And the supply on these early sets is so low, I could easily see a situation where round 3, round 4 cards go for thousands. Like, full disclosure, I've bought 20 boxes of UFC round 4 because of how cheap it is. 20 boxes, boys, I've got upstairs. 20 boxes. I paid $2,500 for 20 boxes of UFC round 4. Are you serious, mate? UFC round 4? $2,500, boys, for 20 boxes. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if these cards blow up, I want to be able to buy a fucking mansion off those boxes. You know? Okay. I think he is going to watch a Hilts. Yeah, I basically... So I wasn't actually going to open these cards on stream. I was just going to open them for myself. But then I said to the seller, look, mate, I don't want to return these cards because they cost a fuck ton to ship over in customs and shipping from the USA. They take 3 to 4 weeks to arrive, and I've been waiting ages to open a box of these for myself. So I really, really, really don't actually want a refund. I just want to open cards. And I was saying, look, man, like, if the cards are okay inside, I don't even care that the box is damaged. Do you know what I mean? I don't care that the box is all bent up and shit. It doesn't bother me as long as the cards inside are fine. You know, I don't care. So I said, what I'll do, mate, I will record myself opening the box so you'll see for yourself if the cards are damaged or not. You boys know me. I'm not going to try and rip anyone off. At the end of the day, they sent the fucking cards out in a padded envelope. Like you're asking for trouble. If you send a box like this out in a padded envelope, what do you think is going to happen? You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to rip anyone off. They know they sent it in a padded envelope. So I thought, you know, the fair thing to do, if I do this on stream, you can see it being opened. You can see what the cards are like inside. And then, you know, I get a refund if the cards are damaged. But I'm praying they're not. because I don't want to return them. I just want to open some cool cards, man. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do. So yeah, I think he will be watching, dude. Anyway, let's go, man. Let's go. Kevin Carr. I'm from a place called Cardiff in Wales. Wales is like the small... Oh, actually, I don't think it is the smallest country in the UK. I think Northern Ireland is. But it's one of the smallest countries in the UK. Alright, boys. Let's get into this hooker. Have I even given you guys the link? I don't even know. I went off on a tangent. I think I have. So let's get it going, boys. Anyway, sync up hooker versus Poirier for me. And let's get it going. Sync it up, boys. I'll drop it in again. There it is. And this is the ESPN Plus link. So yeah, boys, let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. So this starts at 3 minutes and 9 seconds on Fight Pass. 3 minutes and 9 seconds, man. So let's get it going. Sync it up. Get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go, boys. And then after this fight, we'll crack open this box and we'll pray to the fucking trading card gods that there's no damage to the cards, so that the dude that sold them can get paid and I can hopefully pull some cool shit. How long's this stream been going, man? 2 hours. Not too bad. Not too bad. So there's 24 packs in here and 4 cards per pack. 2 autographs per box. Hopefully a bunch of Makachev rookies. I'd like some Conor cards if I could. Some Peter Yan rookies would be nice. I wouldn't mind some Macy Barber rookies as well. I think Macy Barber's going to have a huge future. I think that I look at Macy Barber the same way I look at Edmund Shabazian. Like, yes, they've got loads of holes, and yes, they're not great in 2021, but they're so young, and they're already so good for their age that she could have a huge future, man. So I would love some Macy's in here as well. I didn't get too many Macy Barbers in those blaster boxes that I opened up. At least I don't think I did. So it'd be nice to get some more Macy Barbers in here. And I'm, yeah, for the most part, just praying that cards aren't damaged, because, like I say, it took ages to set up the camera and everything. I've been looking forward to opening them. I hope so, Hiltz, dude. I hope so, mate. If the blasters were so good, you'd think the hobby boxes would be a lot better. I think the hobby boxes just contain more numbered refractors. I think it's like the prism blasters, where most of the refractors in those blaster boxes were silvers, whereas I think there's more like coloured numbered ones in the hobby box, and obviously guaranteed autographs. I really hope they're not damaged though. Like, I'm praying. Like, if it's just a couple packs damaged, I don't even care, to be honest with you. Like, as long as the majority of packs in here are good, I'm not going to be a dick. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, if I open this box up, say like 2 packs are damaged or whatever, and I send it back for a refund, a full refund, the dude that sold it is not going to be able to sell it. Like, he's lost a load of money, so I'm not going to be a dick. If like only a few of the packs are damaged, I don't care. Yes, Suarez is a lot older than Macy Barber though, dude. You gotta think about Macy's age, right? age is why I'm very high on Macy. Same reason why I'm very high on Shabazian is age. They're crazy good for their age. So what I'm specifically interested in looking at here is Poirier's boxing defense. Because one thing we do know about Hooker is he does fight very long, does have a decent amount of power in his hands, and he is very fast as well. You know, he's also unorthodox. Comes at you from weird angles that you don't expect. You know, we've seen how many times Hooker's flash KO'd guys. Yeah, I'm probably not going to mess about with that return, man. Even though that would be the fair thing to do. Really, I just want to get some cool packs to open. I'm hoping they'll be fine though, because the top of the box is fine. It's only the bottom of the box that's mashed up. One thing I will say though, boys, I do spend about, I would say, not including boxes for box breaks, I've been investing about 2,000. I've been investing about 2,800. I calculated it earlier actually because it's tax season, so I kind of having to get my money together for taxes, because I did spend a fuck ton of money on UFC Select, which I was planning on obviously using in box breaks, then using the money to pay taxes. Now, because Panini has delayed that, I don't have that money available for taxes, so I've got to find the money from elsewhere. But basically, I did all my finances earlier on. I calculated I've been spending about $2,800 a month on UFC cards since like March. And I am having a real problem with a lot of the stuff that I buy just arrives poorly packaged and it's getting damaged in the post. Like, I don't know what it is, but people are just really casual over sending this stuff out, which is crazy. Because you guys know, when you buy stuff from me, when you're in my box breaks, like most of you guys, like Hiltsy and Matern, I know you, and see David's name. You guys have bought stuff from me, and you know that I always pack it up to the point where it's not going to get damaged in the post. But the amount of stuff I receive that gets damaged in the post is fucking irritating. No, Mac, it was not a bargain, mate. It's very difficult to get bargains on UFC stuff, man, because like I sell stuff on eBay and I don't ever really accept offers, because the way I look at it is for the most part, I'm selling appreciating assets. So, like, you're not really ever going to get deals on you're not usually going to get deals on appreciating assets, because the longer the seller keeps the product, the more the price goes up. That's why I really, really like collectibles, like in most businesses. So I've been talking a lot in the chat room recently about how I've got a cash flow problem, because all the investments I'm making in UFC cards, I'm looking 2, 3, 4, 5 years into the future and considering who I think are going to be some of the top fighters in each division 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. But that gives me a cash flow problem, because those fighters aren't very desirable now. So I'll give you an example. Say I've got a Nathaniel Wood rookie card for sale on my eBay store. Say, you know, pretty soon I'm going to be... So I've got a Nathaniel Wood purple prism rookie card, right? SGC 10. I've got that card. I'm going to be listing it on my eBay soon for £200, which is about $270, $280, right? Now someone's going to say $270, $280 is way too expensive for a Nathaniel Wood rookie card. Why would I pay $270, $280 for a purple Nathaniel Wood when I could probably get, I don't know, a fucking purple fucking Sean O'Malley or something? I don't know how much a purple Sean O'Malley is. Why would I pay that much for a Nathaniel Wood and get all these other fighters who are like more well known? And the thing is, the way I look at it is, why would I sell a rookie card of a talented young fighter now who's got an entire country behind him in a pristine SG10 grade. Why would I do a deal on that when the value of it's only going to go up? In most business, it's important to turn stock over very quick, right? You don't want to be sat on stock. You want to have that constant cash flow. But when it comes to appreciating assets, the longer you hold the product, the more the value goes up, the more money you make. The question is, can you stay liquid? Can you stay alive, right? Are you generating enough money to actually survive? But if you don't need to sell the stuff, then what's the point? I watched like a Pokemon investor called SM Pratt, and he said, you know, the worst time you need to sell something is when you need to sell it, because you're more likely to take offers and deals and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about Parlons. I don't know if you've bought any cards, have you, mate? If you have, I do apologise for the bowl of water packaging, mate. I'll do better next time. But yeah, I was just saying, like, it's hard to get deals on this stuff, because the only time you're going to get deals on stuff is when the fighter might be on their way down. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you'll get deals on Conor cards this week if people think he's going to lose to Poirier. But I've got a cash flow problem right now where I don't want to do deals, because everything I've got I think is going to go up in value pretty much. Most of the stuff anyway. You know? So yeah, man, it's hard to get deals on this UFC stuff. From what I find, they put offers in on YouTube, on eBay. People knock a little bit off, but nothing major, man. You know, I actually have made some offers on these UFC Topps Chrome boxes, because I have bought a lot of them. I think this is like the 7th box I've bought. And I remember I made an offer to one guy, which was, it wasn't, I think it was about $100 less than he was asking, so nothing major. And he actually emailed me back and said, like, declined the offer and said, why would I do a deal when these cards are only going up in value? I'm actually going to increase the price. And he did. He increased the price by $100. Now, what I'm saying probably only applies to the older stuff, right? So if you're putting in offers for like a fucking Amanda Nunes green prism, yeah, you probably will get offers and deals. But if you're going for the vintage stuff, like, I ain't getting no deals on round 2 boxes, no deals on round 1 boxes. Like, who is going to do a deal on a UFC Topps Chrome 2019 box when there's none for sale? Do you know what I mean? It's hard, man. Hard to get a good price on this shit. Joseph Shody is saying, Chris, what do you think of a PSA 10 Donruss Optic Rookie Phil Fulton card? Is that a good appreciating asset? You know what, mate? It depends how much you paid for it. You know? It depends how much you paid for it, dude. It really depends. It does depend, dude. And no, Mooch, you don't pay tax on profits from gambling in the UK, thank God. So yeah, man. How much did you pay for the PSA 10 Phil Foden? $700. That's a tough one, man. Is it like an Aqua or anything? Is it just the standard base rookie Phil Foden, or is it like an Aqua? I think the peak on that Phil Foden PSA 10 like standard card was about $1,000, wasn't it? Let me know, man. Let me know. Anyway, let's get into this round 2. Sync it up. Get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm a huge fan of Phil Foden, right? Absolutely massive fan of Phil Foden. But if you think about it, so Kylian Mbappe's first year Prism is worth about $1,000, or was worth about $1,000. Kylian Mbappe is probably going to become, you know, one of the next Ronaldos, one of the next Messis, right? Kylian Mbappe going to be one of the best players in the world. The question is, you know, if Phil Foden's rookie is already at $700, is he going to reach the levels of Mbappe? Now, obviously, it's a complicated question because we don't know what the supply of Phil Foden's rookie is versus first year Mbappe Prism. Of course, we can go look if we wanted to, go look at the population report, but don't know, man. I feel like even though Phil Foden has got a massive future in the sport, you have to question whether his ability is already baked into his card price. Like, we see it a lot of the time with stocks, right? Like, to some extent we see it with Tesla now, where Tesla is like trading what, hundreds of times earnings, when it's only supposed to trade at like what, 4 to 6 times earnings. Price to earnings ratio is only supposed to be like 4 to 6 times, whereas Tesla's in the hundreds. So even though Tesla's a great company, and no one is going to dispute the future of Tesla and how great Tesla is as a company and how great their products and services are, is there value in the Tesla stock? It's difficult to say, because a lot of Tesla's potential is already baked into the value of the stock, right? I have that same concern about Foden's card prices, which is why I haven't really bought any. I prefer to go for... So, for example, I've spent a lot of money investing in UFC Prism. Now, I've got 0 Khamzat Chimaevs. I've got 0 Jiri Prochazkas. I've got no Conor McGregor cards. I've got no Sean O'Malley cards. Got no Francis Ngannou cards. I've got none of that shit, because I feel that their potential and their legacy is already baked into their card prices. Whereas I've got fuck tons of Brandon Moreno, loads of Magomed Ankalaev, loads of Sadiq Youssef, loads of Nathaniel Wood, loads of Cyril Gane. Just because the upside is so much more, Would you rather have 1 Conor McGregor coloured prism or 30 Nathaniel Woods? Interesting question, right? Now, of course, those Nathaniel Wood cards can become worthless, and a Conor McGregor card is unlikely to become worthless. However, if we're looking at risk to reward ratios, if Nathaniel Wood does become top 5 bantamweight with his exciting style, with the whole of the UK behind him, there's a lot more upside potential in his cards if you're picking them up for like a few dollars, That's the way I look at it anyway. Time will tell if it blows up in my face. Jojo, man, collectibles are excellent because if you can get them in a high grade, and especially if they're rare and numbered, you often know like the population of them, so it becomes a supply and demand game, right? It becomes a really good way to park cash. I don't know if you guys watch the Valuetainment YouTube channel, Patrick Bet David, but he talks about how collectibles, Rolex watches, vintage cars, and particularly collectibles, things specifically that are numbered, are always a good investment if they're like desirable products or desirable items, just because whenever you've got a limited quantity of something and a lot of demand, it makes it very, very unlikely that the value of that thing is going to go down, because demand will always outweigh supply. So what I really like about collectibles, like you look at the UFC Prism cards or some of the Topps Chrome 2019 refractors we're going to be opening, they're numbered, and so you know exactly what the supply is. The supply gets even lower when you introduce grading, right? If you can get a PSA 10 version, the number of supply of a PSA 10 goes down again. So for example, would you rather have... So I personally don't keep very much cash at all. Like, I've very rarely got cash, and like you hear about it a lot, right? In business, you hear about these millionaires. I'm not a millionaire, but you hear about these millionaires that are asset rich and cash poor, in terms of, they might not have $10,000 in their bank account, but they might have $2 million in assets, right? They're constantly investing in stuff. I'm kind of similar, not on that scale, but I don't keep much in cash. all my money is either in collectibles, stocks, crypto, or betting accounts rather than in a bank account. Because from my perspective, would I rather have $2,000 in a bank account, or would I rather have $2,000 in, I don't know, PSA 10, you know, like Arcanine first edition card? You know what I mean? There's only like 100 of them in the world. Arcanine is a popular Pokemon, never going to go down in popularity. He's only going to grow in popularity. If there's only like 200 of those cards in existence, my $2,000 never going to be worth less than $2,000. You know, that's like the way I look at it, man. Not to quote Grant Cardone, but cash is trash. Yo, Joseph, now you're talking my language, man. So Joseph Shoddy has said that he bought a Jude Bellingham rookie card. You know what, dude? Mate, I'm big on Jude Bellingham. So you know when you asked about Phil Foden, and I said I wasn't too high on Phil Foden just because I think a lot of Phil Foden's potential might be baked into the value of Phil Foden's cards. Jude Bellingham is a really good example of this. So I actually own 15 PSA 10 or SGC 10 Jude Bellingham cards. Some of them are SGC, some of them PSA, but 10 SGC 10 or PSA 10 Jude Bellingham rookies. And the reason why I went huge on Jude Bellingham is exactly the same example that I used with Sean O'Malley versus Nathaniel Wood. Would you rather have one Phil Foden rookie for $700 or 5 Jude Bellingham rookies for $700? That's probably a better example, right? Because if we're being honest, Jude Bellingham has probably got just as much potential as Phil Foden. I know he doesn't play in the Premier League yet. You know, we've just seen Jadon Sancho. You know, Jadon Sancho looks like he's going to sign for Man United. At some stage in Bellingham's career, he's probably going to move back to England and sign for a Premier League team. So, if we look at it logically, Phil Foden plays for one of the biggest clubs in the world. His rookie card's $700. And yes, to some extent, his upside may be higher than Jude Bellingham because Foden plays in that advanced position. He's an attacking player. He scores goals. He's got an exciting style. He's charismatic. But his cards are $700, right? If you look at Jude Bellingham, if he signs for a team in the Premier League, which he probably will, that will bring his value up. He's very young at 17 years old, so we don't know how his game is going to grow. Perhaps he will become more attack-minded in the future. Perhaps he will score more goals, more assists. I watched England versus Romania last month, and as soon as Jude Bellingham came on as a substitute, within 5 minutes he'd almost assisted 2 goals and almost scored. So you don't know how Bellingham's game is going to evolve. And then on top of that, if you think about him only being 17 years old, if he becomes like another Steven Gerrard or Frank Lampard in that midfield for England, you could easily see his rookie card going to $700, right? So, you know, you spend $700 on one Phil Foden or 5 Jude Bellinghams, you think realistically it's more than reasonable that one day a Jude Bellingham rookie card will go to $700. So if you buy a Phil Foden rookie card and his potential's already baked into the price, maybe it goes up to $1,000, $1,200, whatever. Say $1,200 a Phil Foden rookie card goes up to. But if you buy 5 Jude Bellinghams and it goes up to $800 a card, you know, you turn that initial $700 investment into $4,000, you know? That's the type of shit I love, you know? Baby Jojo is saying, when do you think you'll be a millionaire? No idea, man. If I had to guess, I would say like within 5 years, as a guess. Hopefully sooner, but you never know, man. It all depends on if I get a few things right. If I get some things wrong, then it may never happen, you know what I mean? I am gambling, so you never know, man. You never know. The wheels could come off. It could all go to shit. Parlons is saying, what do you think of the 2020 flagship hobby box? Any chance you would buy that if the price is right? I think they all sold out, right, dude? I think they sold out, man, today. So, yeah, man. I will not be able to buy one because they sold out. If it's the one I think you're talking about. on the Panini site. Yeah, hopefully Morpheus, man. I wish UFC Legends got respected more, dude. I really do. I wish the UFC Legends got taken more seriously. Signed Bellingham, $2,000. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. This is this is a sticker, right? This is a sticker. Very nice, dude. Alright, boys. Let's get into this next one. Nice one, baby Jojo, man. Thanks a lot for the kind words, mate. Yeah, I agree with you, Shody, mate. What I would have done, I feel like Declan Rice and Calvin... Like, you can't criticise Southgate. Obviously, he's got them to the quarterfinals. So I can't criticise Southgate. I have criticised Southgate in this tournament, but I need to shut my fucking mouth because England looked phenomenal against Germany. But I would have liked to have seen Phillips play alongside Bellingham instead of having Declan Rice and Phillips, just because I feel you could have Phillips kind of sitting back, playing that defensive midfield role, and then you could have Bellingham joining up midfield and attack, you know, with his box-to-box style of play. So yeah, I would have liked to have seen that, but you can't hate on Southgate, right? He's got him to the quarterfinals. Let's be real, Ukraine should be a cakewalk for them, so they'll get to the semis. We should get to the semis. This tournament's been mental, but I don't really give Ukraine any chance of getting to the semis. Stickers can be worth more, mate. Stickers can be worth more. It all depends on who it is and what it is. Alan Murphy, it's tough to say from the picture, man. I thought it looked like he might have fallen off his bike or something. It looked like a scab. But we'll know soon enough at weigh-ins, man. Jerry the Hat. Yeah. Can't believe Joe Schilling did that, mate. In the UK, you could go to jail. You go to prison for doing something like that, man. I'd be quite surprised if Joe Schilling got away with that. Don't know what the rules are in the state that he knocked the guy out in, but in the UK, you get into a lot of trouble for that, man. Probably go to prison. Anyway, boys, let's get into this third round. Hooker Poirier. Does anyone even care? Does anyone even care? No one cares, boys. Fuck it. We're done. I'm going to bet Poirier even money, 60-40 all day long. Let's open these cards up, boys. What do you think, man? Should we open these cards? Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's just open up these trading cards and see what we get. I'll put some gloves on. I think it's cool, Morpheus, man, to collect some of the base set for sure, mate. You know, if you look at other sports, base set rookies in other sports can go for. Well, you look at even Phil Foden, right? Phil Foden's rookie card goes for $700. Base card, I think $500, $600. So if you think about it, you know, you buy like Sadiq Youssef rookie cards. He's only 26, 27 years old. You know, in the future, if Sadiq Youssef breaks into top 5, gets in the title picture, who knows what the next 5 years holds for him? Who's to say that a Sadiq Youssef rookie base card can't go for $300, $400, $500? You know, it is possible, man. So yeah, let's get this box open, boys. What do we think? What do we think, boys? Shall we crack this open? Let's see what is inside, man. First of all, need to get my top loader situation sorted. So we are good to go. And I am praying that these cards are not damaged. So we'll get some penny sleeves by there. Get some top loaders as well, boys. But yeah, man, I'm just going to crack this open. Hopefully the cards inside are not damaged. And we will see what happens. Alright. Okay, so boys, just to let you know what is happening, I basically, just in case you weren't on at the beginning of the stream, I'm sorry if you were, because I'm going to be repeating myself now, but what basically happened was, I bought this box of UFC Topps Chrome 2019 to open for myself, and the seller basically sent the box of cards out in a padded envelope. So because they sent it out in a padded envelope, you can see that the box is a little bit crushed. You can see kind of there it's crushed, and you can see if I go like that, see how it's kind of bent a little bit. You can kind of see there, it's bent. The other side is worse. It's all bent. Because obviously in a padded envelope, the box wasn't protected. But obviously for the seller, it's going to be very difficult for him to resell this now because the box is damaged. I'm going to open the box anyway, or I was going to open the box anyway. So what I said to the seller was, look, we don't know if the cards inside are damaged or not. The only way to know if these cards are damaged is by opening up the box. So how about I open the box of cards, and if the cards are damaged inside, you could just refund me. But if the cards are fine, I don't really care that the box is damaged because I'm opening it up anyway, and I'll just keep the cards, you keep the money, everything's all good. So he was a really cool guy and said he's absolutely fine with that. So that's what we're going to do, boys. We're going to crack these open, but so that I don't want to disappoint you, if the cards inside are damaged, I won't open them. What I'm just going to do is kind of just send it all back to the seller for a refund so that he can try and salvage as much value in this box as possible in terms of, you know, these packs. These packs here look fine because the box isn't damaged at all. It's only these ones that are going to be in danger. So hopefully it works out for me and the seller by these cards being fine with absolutely no damage. But the problem with the UFC Tops boxes, which you'll see in a moment, is the packs of cards do run very, very close to the edge of the card. So there's not really any protection for these cards inside. So we may have to pull the plug and abandon this box opening. If we do, I'm sorry, but I'm praying it won't come to that, man. I'm hoping these cards are going to be okay. So what I'm going to do, boys, I'm going to do like a little intro, because what I'll do is edit this video and I'll upload it to YouTube. So I'll do like a nice little intro now, and then we'll get into opening up this box. So let's go, boys. I'll switch into the YouTube intro head. Here we go. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. In this video, we are going to be cracking open this box of UFC Topps Chrome 2019. This is an amazing box of cards. Obviously, this is a hobby box. 2 autographs are guaranteed, and there are so many good pulls in this set. In my opinion, this is the best UFC modern trading card set. I even prefer this to UFC Prism. Can't comment on Select, it's not out yet. But out of everything that we've seen so far from the modern sets, this one's my favourite. It is packed full of rookies that have got a bright future in the sport, such as Islam Makhachev, Alexander Rakic. You've got Vicente Luque, Macy Barber, Devontae Smith. There are some brilliant rookies in this. Peter Yan, how could I forget Peter Yan? Even guys like Anthony Smith and Nico Price, who are popular, are also in this set. Very good, you know, refractor cards as well, and good photography throughout the set. A really, really good quality set. So I'm looking forward to cracking this open, and hopefully we can get some cool stuff. So let's go. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can get some really nice pulls out of this, and hopefully we can see some amazing cards. Obviously, not only are there some really rare pulls in this set, but because the print run was so low, there are also always some surprises from cards you haven't really seen before, because supply is very low. The kind of shit you don't see pop up on eBay very often. So as we pull this open, I am hoping to see some pristine looking packs in here. Let's see what we have got. Let's take a look. Here we go. So there we go. There are 24 packs in here, and you know, 24 packs, 4 cards in each pack. Let's take a look at them and see what we have got. So packs are looking all right, man. Packs are looking okay. I was worried because there is a bit of damage to the cardboard on the exterior of the box. You can see the box is a little bit bent, so I was worried about that. So what I'm actually going to do, because the damage is on the bottom of the box, I think I am going to open from the bottom. Okay, so there's the box. So what I'm trying to say is, we know that these 2 rows of cards are the ones that may be damaged. The top should be fine. So if I flip them over, these cards on the bottom, these 2 cards here, I think are at most risk of being damaged. So we'll do it that way, boys, and we'll see what we get. So leave those there. I think this kind of stack of cards here is at most of being damaged. So we'll put these over there and we'll see what we've got. So wish me luck, everybody. Hopefully we get some cards that aren't damaged, and hopefully we get some good pulls in here. So let's go, boys. First pack up. Let's see what we get, man. Let's see. Wish me luck. I'm just hoping they're not damaged, man. I really, 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 really hope they're not damaged. So far, so good. I think this pack, with it being on the bottom of the box, was at biggest risk of being damaged. But this one looks great to me. So let's see what we've got, guys. Let's zoom right in as well. Let's get a nice shot of this card right here. Look at this. Blagoy Ivanov rookie card. Blagoy Ivanov rookie card. Very, very nice. And then we have got a Marlon Moraes base card. Then we have got a very nice, I am super happy with this actually. I forgot the Montana De La Rosa's rookie card was in this set. Now look, I don't know if Montana De La Rosa's got a bright future in the UFC. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. What I do know is that she's very young. And I also know that I've made a fuck ton of money betting on Montana De La Rosa. Obviously, I gamble for a living. And Montana De La Rosa has been very kind to us. We won a bet on her recently and quite a lot of money from her when she fought Ariane Lipski. So this is a beautiful rookie card to pull. I'm very, very, very happy with this card. I like this card a lot. And then the final one is an Alexander Volkov. So what I'm going to do, obviously, we're a little bit worried that this pack was damaged. I'm just going to take a very, very close look. See if there's any kind of bends or anything like that in the card. The corners are okay, any indents. But I think we're absolutely fine. Let's get that on camera. Yeah, looks like we're alright here, boys. Looks like we're alright. Looks like this tops... Looks like tops make their boxes a little bit more durable than we thought. So I'm just going to sleeve these up. Very happy with that pull, actually. You guys are probably like, why is this fucking dick from Wales getting so excited about a Montana De La Rosa rookie card? But I really like Montana De La Rosa. She's earned me quite a bit of money in the past. And I just like her grit. I like her determination. And she's very young. Who knows what the future holds for her? And that looks absolutely mint as well. Obviously, we never know what grade a card might get. But that is looking minty as fuck. Cannot see any print lines, any indents. You know, the corners look clean. Looks good quality to me. Need to find somewhere to put these cards that I've opened. Let's leave them up there. Very, very nice. Marlon Moraes base card. There you go. Marlon Moraes base card. I'll leave the really nice pulls to one side so that we can kind of go through them later on. And boys, this is all for me. This is like my personal collection. So I'm going to take my time with this and enjoy myself. I'm going to sleeve everything up. Obviously, if you guys have ever done box breaks, you'll know it's basically impossible to put stuff into top loaders wearing these gloves, because the glove kind of catches on the plastic of the top loader. But yeah, man, very, very difficult. Okay, so these were the two stacks that were most at danger of being damaged. I just took a pack from there. I'm going to take one from here now. And I think if this stack is fine, we're going to be okay. And these packs are going to be in, or these cards are going to be in pretty good shape. So let's open it up, see what we get. Wow, we researched Yana Kunitskaya and Irene Aldana earlier on. There she is, Kunitskaya. Let's flip it over. What do we have? Stipe Miocic, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. There he is, Stipe. Very, very nice. Stipe Miocic. Bit of Stipe. And then we have got a Robert Whittaker. Very, very nice. Robert Whittaker base card with the teep kick to Yoel Romero's face. What have we got up next? It's an Octagon of Honor, George St. Pierre. Very, very nice. I will take that. One of the greatest fighters of all time. Some say the greatest fighter of all time. George St. Pierre refractor. Very, very nice. And then finally, Yana Kunitskaya rookie card, which we saw. We researched Yana earlier on. We obviously took a look at Yana for a fight next weekend against Irene Aldana. Tough fight that for Yana, to be fair. Not too sure if this rookie card is going to hold much value after that fight. Gotta find somewhere safe to put these cards. I'm going to move some stuff off my desk because my desk is a little cluttered. Alright, there we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. Why do I not have room? I don't have room because I've got stacks of cards. So if I move these cards, right, put the cards over there. There we go. Put the cards over there. Put these there. Sorry, boys, just getting organised. Just getting organised, boys. And then we'll be good to go. So Yana, very nice Octagon of Honor. Boom. Very nice Octagon of Honor that. I've seen these Octagon of Honor cards do carry a little bit of value as well. This is one that I would probably just get graded actually and just display in my office. Big fan of GSP. I like the design. It's got kind of like that retro design with GSP wearing the old style UFC belt, which I'm a big fan of. So yeah, we'll probably just keep it, man. You know, we'll keep it. Yeah, they do. You're right, Matern. The pictures don't do them justice. They do look good in the flesh. Next pack up. DC, never mad at seeing a Daniel Cormier. I really like the photography on this Daniel Cormier card, which you'll see in a moment. Yes, boys, there we go. There we go. There we go. There's the first one. You can give me all the Makhachevs you want, boys. You give me as many Makhachevs as you want. I will take them all. We'll take the first Makhachev. There he is, man. We got him. Makhachev. Next card up. TJ Dillashaw. He's fighting next month against Corey Sandhagen. Dillashaw catching John Lineker with that left hook. There's Dillashaw with the old school hairdo as well. Next up, we have got Brian T-City Ortega. And for the final card, of course, it is DC. And I absolutely love the menacing look on DC's face there. I absolutely love how he means business. Look at that, angry looking DC. I love the look of this card. I want to get one of these cards in the PSA 10. Like a refractor or something and just display it. You know, just display it in my office. I like DC. He's a fun guy. Got the old TJ Dillashaw chrome refractor. Maybe if he beats Sandhagen, which is never going to happen. That could go up a bit. Anyway, this is the geezer we wanted. Islam Makhachev. And you know what, boys? Centering on this looks very, very good. Is that a dink? No, that's paper. Centering looks very good. Corners very clean. Don't see a lot wrong with this Mr. Makhachev, you know. For all you Topps Chrome 2019 experts, what do you think about this centering, Matern? That centering is pretty much perfect, right? Same distance here to here. That centering is perfect, right, mate? Looks pretty good, yeah? Nice one, JB. Nice one, dude. Hey, here's one for JB, dude. JB, man. JB, if you're in JB, what I'm actually going to do, dude, I know you're a big fan of Brian Ortega, mate. What I'm going to do, man, I'm going to put this to one side for you because this looks in really good condition as well. Like, as you see, like perfect centering. I don't see any indents on this, no print lines. Where you see like these little blemishes on the camera, they're just paper, like from the card. But JB, I'll set this aside for you, man, and I'll put it in with your Topps Chrome packs next week, dude. I'll get that to JB. Oh, I'll remember. JB, remind me, man. I'll get that sent out to you, dude. It's a nice looking card. Next up, what we got, dude? What we got, boys? What are we gonna get? I'll take all the Makhachevs you want to give me. Any Makhachevs, I'll take them. Many as you want to dish out. What have we got? A Juan Espino rookie card. I've got tons of these. Had like 4 or 5 of them in those blasters. Can't get enough Espinos. It's a shame. He's 40 years old. Do you know what I mean? It's not great when you see a 40-year-old's rookie card, but it is what it is. Next up, Cody Garbrandt. And then we have got... Ooh, I like this. I like this quite a bit. This is decent. This is very, very decent. Daniel Cormier, 1984 baseball insert. Look how young he looks here, man. This must have been earlier on in his UFC career. He looks quite young here. Looks quite slender. Very, very nice insert there. And then the final one, Sean O'Malley. And I really, really like this Sean O'Malley card. I was saying earlier on, I just prefer I prefer Topps Chrome 2019 to UFC Prism just because I feel they put a lot more effort into a lot of the photography. I don't feel like Panini put as much effort into the photography as they should have. Like, I like the shots, like Khabib punching Conor, signaling to the crowds he walks into the octagon, Daniel Cormier mean mugging whoever Daniel Cormier is mean mugging in that base card, and I really like this Sean O'Malley as well. How young he looks, you know what I mean? I just feel like it captures Sean O'Malley's youth. I really like that card. Call me crazy, I'm a geek at stuff like this. A long time ago, man, going back probably like 15, 20 years, I worked as a graphic designer, so I'm really like passionate about the way stuff looks. And I just think that so many trading cards look shitty where they just pick a random picture. That when you actually see, a really good shot of a fighter on a trading card, it makes all the difference. It makes you want to put it up, on display in your office or, in your bedroom or something, This is a great looking card. I'm just going to give it a little look. Centering looks very, very good. Similar distance all the way round. A very similar distance all the way round. Corners clean, no indents, no print lines. I like that card a lot. Probably isn't worth anything, but I love DC. I absolutely love DC, man. And again, boys, sorry for the slow pace. I just fucking love opening this set. And these boxes are expensive, right? I can't afford to open these sets very often, so I like to enjoy it. Oh, boys. Oh, fuck. I thought that was a Peter Yan rookie. It's not. It's a Gokhan Saki. Heartbreak. I thought I saw a Peter Yan. I'm happy with the box so far, though. First up, Jessica I. Will keep that one for Paul. Paul's favourite fighter. Yeah, these ones, they do have good centering, right, Matern? I've noticed that. I've not really spotted any with really bad centering yet. So there's the Jessica I. Lots of traces. You see like little white bits. It's all paper from the card. We wipe that off. Jessica I. Ketlin Vieira. No, it's not a rookie. Ketlin Vieira Chrome Refractor. Yeah, centering looks good, man. Next up, Alejandro Perez rookie. And then the final card, Gokhan Saki rookie. That was probably my worst pack so far. Do you know what's mad? Obviously we're doing a box break of this next week where we're opening 3 boxes. And I was really, really nervous initially about doing this set. Because obviously you only get 4 cards in a pack. And $55 is a lot to pay for 4 cards. But the thing is, that's kind of how much the box costs, right? Boxes aren't fucking cheap with customs and shipping. Taxes, all that shit you have to deal with. So I was a little bit worried that loads of people would pay $55 for a pack and not really get much. Like, I was super nervous. But when I opened those blaster boxes, man, I would say almost every single pack I opened out of those 3 blaster boxes had something decent in it. So I'm not as nervous now. I would say that is probably the only pack I've opened so far without something decent. Nice one, yeah, Gucci. Hopefully there is a double champ pack, mate. A double champ card, sorry. See what we got, boys. We have got an Anthony Pettis. Very, very nice. Jabbing Tony Ferguson in the face. Got a nice Anthony Pettis there for the rare. Oh, no, it's not the rare next. Corey Anderson. No, we're not going to go 2 bad packs in a row. Come on, we got to get something better than that. Next up, we have got a Stipe Miocic Octagon of Honor. I think this is my second Stipe Octagon of Honor. And then the final one, Tatiana Suarez. And this is what I mean about the photography. I really, really like the photography. First of all, I don't like horizontal trading cards. I don't like cards like this. Because obviously when they go in the PSA or SGC slab, you've got the data on the slab here. And it just doesn't look very nice when you kind of put it wherever you're going to put it, with the data being here. It should be underneath, so you could kind of, stand the slab on like a presentation stand or something with the details of the card below. So I much prefer vertical cards like this. And like, look at the photography, man. Tatiana Suarez, former Olympian. She's draped in the United States flag. It's a vertical card design. That's just a really good looking card. I think the only mistake that they made with Topps Chrome 2019 is that I would have liked to have seen them do vertical write-ups instead of horizontal. But, you're only really looking at the front when it's on display anyway, so it's no big deal. But that's just a really, really good looking card, man. American flag. I just think it's a great looking card, you know. I love it. Nice one, Sharks, dude. Nice one, mate. Nice one, dude. Get more of these out. I'll be going through them. Yeah, so that was not a great pack, if I'm honest. I personally am quite happy with Tatiana Suarez. I think Suarez got a big future in the sport, so I don't mind pulling her cards. But nothing massive, obviously, in that pack. Got my second Stipe Octagon of Honor. I think the Octagon of Honors do carry a little bit of value, but I'm more trying to open this box up, not to make money, but to try and find some cool cards, man. That's what I'm after. So next up, what do we have? Oh, we got my girl Aspen Ladd. That's what I like to see. There we go. Jose Aldo. Nice little bit of photography that on Aldo staring across at someone across the cage. Then we have got, oh, it's a green. It's our first coloured refractor. It is going to be, ooh, this might be a nice pull, you know. A John Jones green. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. I do like that. And yeah, as you can see, my turn is saying that the card is thicker. I don't know if you guys, it's very obvious in the flesh. Not sure if the camera's really picking it up, but the thickness on the John Jones is thicker. So that's a nice card, you know. I'm happy with that. Got the Kelvin Gastelum. And again, look at the photography, man. You know, I really like the way that they've kind of, you know, highlighted Gastelum. Just that stance, that pose, just looks really cool. And Aspen Ladd, again, look at this for a shot. Telling you right now, man, Panini are obviously the kings of the trading card game. The UFC Tops, I just feel like they put more effort into the photography. If you look at some of the cards in UFC Round 2, you know, UFC Round 1, Topps Chrome 2019, the photography is way better. Look how you've got Aspen Ladd highlighted here and then Bruce Buffer in the background. So cool, man. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. I just think Aspen Ladd's got a massive future. I think she's future GOAT material. For 20, I think Aspen Ladd's, what, 26 years old? Ridiculously good for 26 years old. In my opinion, there's no one better in the bantamweight division than Aspen Ladd, you know, in her age range. If you think, you know, Nunes is 33 years old, I think, probably going to be retiring in the next, what, 2 to 3 years. Aspen Ladd's well positioned to be the GOAT there. So let's take a look at this John Jones card, a closer look. Nice little green refractor. Going to take a close look. There's no print lines at all. Corners look good. Centering looks very, very good. This box, centering in general on this box looks very, very good. And if we flip it over, number 27 of 99. Very nice. I don't know how much this card is worth, but I don't care, really. It's a nice looking card. I'll take that all day long. Very nice, man. Centering's off on which one? You think centering's off on this one, Matern? Centering looks good to me, man. Centering looks good to me on this card. Which card did you say had bad centering? Let me know, dude. Let me know. Catch up on the comments. Have we got any... Alright. Yeah, so anyway, boys, let's move on. Let's move on. Lots of packs still to come again, boys. I'm really sorry for the slow pace. I just want to enjoy this. I love these cards, man. Next up, what have we got? We have got the King of Cringe himself, Henry Cejudo. And look again, just an iconic picture. Cejudo attacking Demetrius Johnson in the fight where he won the title. Vertical shot. Oh, interesting, David, man. Was that 120 raw or 120 graded? Let me know, David, mate. If you guys could keep me up to date on the values as well, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not crazy familiar with how valuable these cards are. Next card, we have got Abu Izatar rookie card. Abu Izatar rookie. We got a Future Stars up next. Would love it to be a Peter Yan. It is going to be... Okay, well, that's not great. It is a Future Stars Maurice Green rookie card, and it's some kind of shiny refractor. And then a final card, Yaya Rodriguez. That is actually numbered out of 99. But obviously, Maurice Green, not exactly the rookie that you want to see. PSA 9 sold for 200. Wow, that is interesting, David, mate. I do think that that this has got a really good shot at a 10. I don't see anything wrong with it. Centering looks perfect to me. Corners are clean, no print lines, no indents. Looks very, very nice, man. Hopefully, PSA agree. Doesn't matter what I think, right? And then got the Yair, the Abu Aizatar. Still got the 2 signed cards to come as well. And then the King of Cringe. I hope so, JB, man. Hope so, mate. It's in really good shape. Do you know what? I think I got quite lucky with this box, boys. All the cards are in really good shape. Touch wood. None of them have had print lines yet. And the cards I was getting in the blaster boxes, a few of them did. See what we got next, boys. Alright, so we've got a Tyrone Woodley. We've got a few Woodleys. Then we've got a Elizu Zaleski dos Santos Chrome Refractor rookie card. And then Jennifer Meyer rookie. Yes, I don't mind the Jennifer Meyer rookie. I don't mind cards like this. Made a little bit of money off her when we bet her against Joanne Calderwood. And she's obviously fighting UFC 264. I think she's going to do pretty good. I don't mind that. Ion Kutalaba rookie. Not the best pack, but it's really weird. I don't know what it is. But even though like that Jennifer Meyer card's probably worthless and most people don't care about it, when I pull cards of fighters that we've made money betting, I really like it. Like my favourite card so far is, like, I know it sounds crazy, boys. You probably think I'm a fucking psycho. But my favourite card we've pulled so far is this one. The Montana De La Rosa Rookie Future Stars. Like, I way prefer that to the John Jones. Call me like a crazy person. Because we've made like good money betting on Montana De La Rosa, I'm like happy with that. You know? Yeah, hopefully my turn, mate. Fingers crossed. That Islam looked in good shape as well, mate. Yeah, you do not want to see that Murray screen, right Gucci. Hopefully I can get all our bad luck out the way now, man. And then the boxes you guys open next week are going to be absolute fire. Right, next stack of cards. Here we go, boys. That's the first stack done. 2 more stacks still to come. Scott Holtzman on the top. Not what we want to see. Oh, Ben Askren rookie card. Very nice. Ben Askren. Don't mind Ben. I'm alright with Ben. I'm cool with Ben. He seems like a good guy. Then we have got a... That's not what you want to see. It's a Jessica Rose Clark. Jessica Rose Clark base card. Next up, it is a Jessica I Blue Refractor. Again, not exactly what you want to see. But we had the John Jones, can't hate. And then the Scott Holtzman. Okay. Well, maybe we can find some Jessica I super fans. That would be very interesting, that one. You know. Personally, not my cup of tea. But, again, it's a nice looking card. These are great looking cards. I like them. Yeah, Paul's having it, mate. Paul's going to end up with a lot of... I think I've got like 3 Jessica I's saved up for Paul. I'm sure you'll love it. Alright, boys. Next up. Mackenzie Dern. Not bad. Mackenzie Dern. Who else have we got? Alex Oliveira rookie card. Do you know what I mean, boys? Like, seriously now. Look at the photography on that. Can you guys see what I mean? Like, I know all you guys are passionate about UFC cards. Compare the photography the Topps used to the photography we saw on Prism. It's an amazing shot. Just like that card, as a card, the way it looks is just really good looking. Looking right at the camera. You know, it's just nice. I'm a geek. Like, it's all perfectly proportioned. Next up, Henry Cejudo. Some kind of square cubed refractor. Mr. Cejudo. Then we have got a Anthony Pettis 1984 baseball refractor. And the Mackenzie Dern. I like Mackenzie Dern. Very, very happy. Nice, nice. So I've still got 2 autographs to come, which I'm getting nervous about. I love these 1984 cards as well. Anthony Pettis, one of my favourite fighters of all time. Years ago, when no one cared about UFC, and I was trying to get my friends to like UFC, I would always show them the Benson Henderson Anthony Pettis fight in WEC, where Pettis ran up the side of the cage. I would always say, hey, watch this. How could you not like the UFC? Check this out. And then, people would be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's like some kung fu shit. X Factor to come is in return. I didn't know that, mate. Got another TJ Dillashaw. That's our second Dillashaw. What have we got? Dustin the Diamond coming up soon. UFC 264. Right hooking Eddie Alvarez in the face. Then we have got a Scott Holtzman Chrome Refractor rookie card. Last few packs have been a little bit dead. We need to bring the fire back. Where's the Makachevs? Ketlin Vieira. And then TJ Dillashaw. Where are the Makachevs? Where are the Peter Yans? Where are the Rakic's? Where are the Vicente Luques? That's what we need, boys. Those are the fighters we want to pull. We've only had the Makachev so far. Only the one. We need more. More Makachevs. Okay. Dustin the Diamond. Very nice. Last few packs been a little bit dead. Need to get something big. Get us back on track. There you go. James Vick. That's not going to do it. We need something a little bit better than James Vick. We got James Vick. Michelle Waterson. The rare is going to be a Tony Ferguson. I think this is a knockout Chrome Refractor. And then Elizu Zaleski Dos Santos. Had a few of him in this box break. Or box opening even. There we go. So yeah, the packs have slowed down. Had a few dead packs. Still got 2 autographs to come though, which is encouraging. But few dead packs in a row, man. And this Maurice Green card is still staring me in the face. It's painful to look at that one. You know, it's not the kind of rare card you want to see. Alright. Next pack. What have we got? Yeah, very nice, man. I'll take these all day. This is personally my favourite Conor McGregor card. I just love the shot of him kind of giving the crowd one last nod before he gets into the octagon. I absolutely love this card, man. I was hoping for like a Chrome Refractor version of this card to get it graded just to put in my office. But I'm not sure if that's a nasty print line as well or if it's part of the design. I think it might be Bruce Buffer's microphone being suspended from the ceiling. I think it is because it looks like it's attached to something. But next card. Mackenzie Dern Chrome Refractor. Very, very nice. That's a nice pull. Nico Price rookie card. And then we got the Lucy Pudilova rookie card. I always felt they should have kept Pudilova around. She wasn't that bad. She always put on entertaining fights apart from her last fight against Justine Kish, where I think the pressure got to her. But aside from that, you know, I think she was a fighter that put on entertaining fights. Speaking of Irene Aldana earlier on, they got fight of the night, right? Lucy Pudilova, Irene Aldana put on an amazing fight. So that's a nice pull. Mackenzie Dern, Chrome Refractor, centering again, very good. Everything looks clean with that card. Nice, nice, nice. Yes, finally we get the Peter Yan rookie. That's the card that we wanted, boys. We got the Peter Yan rookie. The Chris Cyborg, head-kicking Holly Holm. So Cyborg. Vicente Luque rookie, very nice. 2 very good rookies in the same pack. That's the first Luque rookie we pulled as well. Very happy with that. And I will say, boys, these cards look in really good shape. They look in really, really good shape. So Luque rookie. And then we've got the Ben Askren rookie card with like the alternate kind of alternate Chrome Reactor rookie. See like a different shot from when he's kneeing some dude in the face. And then the Peter Yan rookie. That was a good pack. Now we're picking things up a little bit. And again, the print quality just looks very good. Centering very good. No indents. Corners very good. Very, very happy. Peter Yan. Vicente Luque, and Islam Makhachev rookies. We got the trifecta, boys. We got the 3 we wanted. Very nice. Yo, Matern, do you think this is a good box, dude? Let me know, Matern. What do you think? I know you've opened a few of these. Do you think this is a good box? Let me know what you think, man. Let me know. Let me know. I think this is like some alternate artwork for Askren, because the other cards of Askren I've seen, the other rookie cards where he's kneeing a guy in the head. I haven't seen that design before. Let me know what you think, Matern, dude, if this is a good one. So we're running out of packs now, boys. We've still got 2 autographs to come. Rachel Ostovich rookie. The Rachel Ostovich rookie is a very good looking card. So there we go. Jessica Andrade. Wow, yo, that's a big one. I'm happy with that. I am very, very happy with this card. I am very, very happy with this card. I didn't expect to see the autograph there. I thought that was going to be a normal chrome refractor. But this is nice. This is very, very nice. Max Holloway on card auto. Very nice, man. The fucking Max. Yo, I love Max. What a card. What a card. Boys, I just need to sleeve this up. We've got Ansarov and I can't remember who's next. Just need to sleeve this up, boys. This is so cool. I feel like a jeweler at times. This is a nice card. I'm just inspecting the quality. I don't see any indents. Again, the centering is almost perfect, as it has been with most of the cards in this box. But what I really like is Max Holloway has held this card. He signed the actual card. There's no sticker. The Panini stuff, obviously they put stickers. That is very nice. And again, I don't see any print lines, any indents, any whitening on the edges. That card is minty mint. What a good looking card, man. That card is minty mint. That card is minty mint. I am liking that a lot. And to think Max actually held that card. That's fucking crazy, man. Mate, I love this set. I wish I had more money to open more. This set is so cool. Amazing, man. That's a good one. I feel like this box has been good to us, man. Do you know what? I don't even know why I get excited by cards like this. I just love the design. Even spacing all the way around. She's trying to catch Montana De La Rosa with the right hook. It's just a nice looking card. Even though no one cares about her. She's not even in the UFC anymore. To me, that's a really good looking card. Then we got the Jessica Andrade. So yeah, needless to say, boys, I'm not sending this box back for a refund. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs left. Would love some more Makhachev rookies, but can't get greedy, man. I'm happy with what we got so far for sure. So Frankie the Answer Edgar is on the back. Oh, very nice. There's another rookie that I quite like. I don't think Rakic's ceiling is super high. I think he will have trouble against guys like Magomed Ankalaev. But if Ankalaev doesn't turn out to live up to his his potential, then I think the Rakic is likely to do pretty well at light heavyweight. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with that rookie. Next up. Another Yana Kunitskaya. I keep getting Kunitskaya cards. I've got tons of Kunitskaya chrome refractors. Absolutely tons of them. Carl Roberson, rookie card. And then, of course, Frankie the Answer Edgar. And another good, nice piece of photography there. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, we've had some. I feel like we've gone from highs to lows, but most packs have contained something decent, right? Most packs have had something decent. You know, I've had some bad ones, but in terms of what people can expect next week, I think most packs are all right. Like, you know, $55 is not bad for a lot of, you know, a lot of the stuff we've had in a lot of these packs. So Polyana Viana rookie card. There's the Polyana Viana. Again, just a really nice shot, head kick in JJ Aldrich there. Just a nice shot of Polyana Viana. Then we've got the Alaya Quinta. First Al in the box. Then we have got George St. Pierre Fire Refractor. And then the Stephen Thompson, who's obviously fighting against Gilbert Burns. A very nice card this. Don't know a lot about these Fire Refractors. I've got to be honest with you. I don't know if they're valuable or rare or desirable. I don't know a lot about them, but it is a very good looking card. So we will take that. No way, JB. No way. I didn't realise that, JB. Are these Fire inserts any good? Those Fire inserts decent, man. I can't believe you say this is one of the best, mate. Appreciate that, dude. Still one autograph card to come as well. Hopefully it is an absolute banger. Although can't get greedy, man. I will take the Holloway all day long. So I'm also fucking delighted that this box didn't get damaged. This box almost died. Alright, next pack. Haven't got many packs left, boys. We'd love some more Makachevs. Chris De La Rocha is the complete opposite of what we're looking for. We got Jacare with the left hook to Chris Weidman. Then we have got the Carl Roberson Chrome Refractor. Shamil Abdurakhimov. And then the Chris De La Rocha. That might be up there with some... That might be the worst pack we've had. I think that might be the worst pack that we've had so far. Jacare, Roberson, Abdurakhimov, and De La Rocha. I'm only saying probably the worst pack we've had because two of the guys in that pack aren't even in the UFC anymore. So I would say probably that would be maybe the worst pack we've had so far. No one wants to see a Chris De La Rocha rookie card. That is not what you want. So we've got 5 packs left, boys. Hopefully. Well, boys, I am noticing one thing though. I took these packs out. Oh no, never mind. Fuck it. We'll keep going. An auto and an X-Fractor. No way. Tai Tuivasa. And it looks like there's a Future Stars in here. I would love a Peter Yan Future Stars. There's a Curtis Blades. Then we have got the Tony Ferguson base card. Please be a Peter Yan Future Stars. I really, really would like a Peter Yan Future Stars. Ah, it's not what you want to see. It's a Gokhan Saki Future Stars. Nightmare. And then it's a Tai Tuivasa. So, yeah, man. And again, boys, I will keep saying it. I will keep banging on. Not that I'm trying to bash Panini in any way. Although I do hope more effort goes into the photography of UFC Select. But, like, look at this. Like, it's an iconic picture of Tai Tuivasa. We know that when he does this thing with his hands, he's kind of showing respect to West Sydney, where he's from. And it's just like an iconic picture of Tai Tuivasa. You know, they've kind of highlighted him. Perfectly proportioned. I just think this set, man, the Topps really, really put a lot of effort into how these cards look. And I would really, really like it if Panini put in the same effort in future sets. I use the example of the Amanda Ribas card in UFC Prism. Like, you can't even see her. She's like rolling around on the ground. Like, there's a few other fighters who are like busted up and just a bit shitty. You know? Not good. Anyway, boys, 4 packs left. 1 auto to come. Jared Cannonier rookie. That is not what we want to see. Give us the Makachevs. Devontae Smith rookie card. Very happy with that. I do think Devontae Smith is one of these guys. He's only 27 years old. I do think he can develop into something pretty good. I think he's looked decent in his fights so far. We have then got Come on! Come on! Come on! You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. There's no way. Man, I literally put an offer in for this exact card last week. You've got to be kidding me, man. I literally put an offer in for this card. You are fucking shitting me. This is unbelievable. This is the best card in the whole thing for me. I literally put an offer in on eBay for this card. There's no fucking way, man. I literally put an offer in for this exact card. The exact fucking card. Someone was selling it for like $120, I think. But even though I do think the card is worth $120, I definitely think the card is worth $120. I don't like paying money for raw cards. Because the thing is, if you look at this card, right, it's basically pristine, right? It's basically pristine. Centering is great. There's no indents. There's no print lines. The corners are great. It's packed fresh. There's nothing wrong with this card at all. If you buy, if you pay $120 for this card raw on eBay, it could come with a print line that don't show up in the pictures. It could come with an indent that doesn't show up. This is the best card, man. Look, I know you guys probably don't give a fuck about Macy Barber, whatever. But for me, man, she's like 24 years old. She's ambitious. She's hungry. She's aggressive. She's nasty. She's got that scrappiness about her. She blew her knee out against Roxanne Modafferi and fought through it. She's got all the attributes you'd need to be a future champion. I fucking love this card. And again, shout out to Topps. Look at the design. Look at the design on this, man. Look at the design. All perfectly in proportion. This is such a good card. I can't believe I pulled. Oh my god, we'll take another one. I'm not mad. We'll take two. We'll take two. This is crazy. I literally, boys, I literally put an offer in for this exact card. I'm not even going to gas you boys up. I'm going to fucking show you on eBay. I'm going to fucking show you on eBay that I literally put an offer in for this card. I think I even told you boys that I put an offer in. Now that pack was a banger. That pack was a banger. Macy Barber rookie. The centering is a little bit off on this base card, but with PSA that might even still be good enough for a 10. But the main thing is the centering is gorgeous. Perfect. On that, yeah, god, that is a fucking banger. That is a banger. That is a banger. Boys, just like when I pulled the Color Blast for Ginkgo, I'm a little bit shook now. I need to take some deep breaths. I might need a drink. I can't believe it, man. I need to show you guys my history on eBay. Let me just show you this. Check this out, boys. If I go to bids and offers, right? See? Check this out. Check this out, boys. Look. I made an offer for this card. It's in my bids and offers history. I literally made an offer for this exact card. Like, when did I make the offer? Does it even tell me? Look again. This is the only thing. This is literally the only thing recently that I've made an offer on. This is the only card that there's nothing else there. I can't believe it. The fucking odds of that. And you might be saying, why are you getting excited over a card that cost $110? It's not about the value of the card that cost $110. It's about not knowing the true condition of this card. Because print lines, indentations, like for all we know, like that mark there could be a scratch on the card. You know, it looks like there's maybe a faint print line there. Maybe a fake print line there. Like if I pay $110 for this card, it can easily arrive and it's not in gradable quality, right? This can arrive, that could be a scratch or an indent, that could be a print line, and there's no way it could get a PSA 10. Might not even get a PSA 8. Whereas now I've got a pack fresh version. I know it's in great quality. I know if I send this off to PSA, it's got a great chance of a 10. Whereas if I buy this, who the fuck knows? So it's not about getting a card that's worth $110. It's about having a card that you know is good quality, man. It's crazy. Boys, I am shook right now. Sorry, boys. I don't mean to make such a big deal out of fighters that most of you guys probably don't even care about. But that one is a big one for me, man. The 2 signed cards in this are ridiculous. Because I feel I've got like the best of both worlds, right? You've got Holloway, who's already established. He's a big name. Like Matern said, he's on track to maybe be one of the greatest fighters of all time. And I've got old school, not even old school, because Holloway's young, and he's got a big future in the sport. But in terms of like a big signed card from an established fighter, and then a big signed card from like an up and comer. Can't believe it, boys. I need a drink. And like, shook. It's like the Colour Blast. You boys are probably like, yo, it's only $110. Why does he care? I care because of the quality. To try and get a gem mint Macy Barber card like that, it's fucking hard. You can't do it because at the end of the day, if it's gem mint, why are you even selling it? There's got to be something wrong with it, right? If it's gem mint, there's got to be something wrong with it. If it's not gem, look, what I'm trying to say is, if it's gem mint, why would you sell it raw? You wouldn't sell it raw. You would get it graded. So from my perspective, if you're selling a card like that raw, there has to be something wrong with it. So unless you pay hundreds of dollars for a PSA 10, which I'm guessing there ain't any of. Yo, I'm making more of a big deal about Macy Barber than fucking Max Holloway. I'm a sicko. I understand this. Yo, you can see the shit I've been searching for. Basically, Pokemon and UFC. I only search for 2 things, Pokemon or UFC. Dark Vaporeon, Dark Flareon, Light Jolteon, Light Flareon. What can I say, boys? Pokemon's my weakness. Anyway. And I was searching for like Jiri Prohaska, Silver Prisms, John Jones Red Prisms. Because I sent out everyone's UFC Prism cards today. So I was looking at the values of the cards to put like accurate values down on the customs forms. Okay, where are we going? There's a PSA there. There's a PSA there. We want PSA 10 though. We need PSA 10. So there's a PSA 9 for 203. And then there's a... Oh, that's a gold refractor. 206 PSA 9. So there's no PSA 10s. Don't know how much a 10 would be. 10s obviously can carry quite a big multiplier. Like a 10 could be worth 5-10 times more than a 9. Who knows, man. I am very happy with that, boys. Only 3 packs left. Only 3 packs left. What are we going to do, boys? What are we going to get in there? Yeah, I've got an X-Factory Yana as well, man. It's not good. Can't believe I got that fucking Barber, boys. What the fuck is going on? Just skimming through the comments. Nice one, Mac, dude. Let's go. Hopefully my turn. That'd be nice, man. I'll probably never sell the Holloway or the Macy Barber card, to be honest. I might sell. You never know. Not the Holloway, but the Macy Barber. It depends how her career goes, right? And again, look at the artwork on this. It's an iconic shot of Justin Gaethje where he does the somersault off the top of the cage. I just love it. They put so much effort in. Santiago Ponzinibbio, again, I love this shot. Where again, the fight is highlighted. You got the Argentinian flag in the background. Shame he held the Argentinian flag upside down, but still a good shot. Then we... Oh! Boys. I can't believe I just pulled this card. Conor McGregor, 1984 baseball insert. What a fucking card. I'm trying to stay calm. Anna Kamaru Usman. And again, the print quality is outrageous. Centering looks very good. No indents. No print lines. There is one little tiny indent there, but I'm not sure if it would be enough to get it marked down. It don't even really show up on camera. You can kind of see it there. I'm not sure if that would be enough to knock it down. That's a crazy, crazy, crazy card. We will take that all day long, man. It's crazy. That is crazy. Usman. Don't think we've hit a Khabib yet. Haven't seen a Khabib. Yeah, 100%. Matern, can you imagine, man? Thing is, mate, do you know what? This is why I didn't want to send this box back, because I thought, if I send it back, it's bad juju. I'll never know what's inside after I bought this off. After I bought this right off the guy off eBay. If I sent it back for a refund, I'd never know what's inside, man. Bad juju. Can't do that. Have to open it up. Have to see what was inside. You know? Alright. Boys, 2 packs left. Let's see what we get. 2 packs left, boys. Wish me luck, man. Would love... one more Makhachev would be absolutely delightful, but I don't want to get greedy. One more Makhachev would be spectacular. We'll take a Khabib. We'll take a Khabib jabbing Conor in the face. We'll take a Khabib jabbing Conor in the face. And again, centering. Very, very nice on this card. Nice one, JB, mate. Thanks a lot, dude. This is the first thing I've really opened for myself, boys. I haven't really opened any boxes. Like, I didn't open any prison boxes for myself. I haven't opened anything. I haven't opened... Literally, this is the first thing I've opened apart from those blasters. This is it. What we got next? Frankie Edgar, Chrome Refractor. And then... George St. Pierre. Look at this pack, man. 3 legends. Khabib, Frankie, George St. Pierre. Who is the 4th card? Is there another legend lurking? This should be called the Legends pack. This is the Legends pack. Oh my god, it is the 4 legends. It's Holloway. Look at this shit. That is a fucking pack. They should call this the Legends pack. Look at that. The Legends pack. GSP. Oh, who came first? GSP came first. Then it was Frankie. And then, actually, Max and Khabib about the same time, right? I think they both made their debut in 2018. The Legends pack. I'm loving that. Crazy, man. The Legends pack. I think that was the first Khabib as well. I feel like the Legends pack would have been an appropriate way to wrap this up. If we were just like, that's it now, boys. We're all done. That's it. No more. Nothing to see here. I feel like that would have been an appropriate way to end. Going out with the Legends. But is there one more banger in this final pack? Alright, boys. Final pack. Here we go, boys. Final pack. Let's see what we got. See what we got, boys. Final pack. Would love another Makhachev. I'll take... Yo, Darren Till. Haven't had any Darrens. Don't mind the Darren Till. Darren Till. Ashley Yoda. First Ashley Yoda we've seen. And again, I love this design. Again, I'm probably crazy to get excited for, you know, a fighter like Ashley Yoda. But I just think the design on this card is beautiful. Perfectly centered. Really nice shot with the camera. Nice colouring. fighters highlighted. It's just good work. Then we have a John Jones base card. There's the John Jones base card. There it is. And then the rare is a Max Holloway knockout refractor. And then the final card is a Darren Till. There we go, boys. There we go. There we go. Man, I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, man. I wish there was no such thing as taxes, or I'd go buy more boxes. But unfortunately, there is such a thing as taxes. And Panini have stitched me up. They've stitched me up, boys. I had all my money saved up for taxes. I had everything planned out. And when Panini then delayed UFC Select, I was like, fuck. It's not good, because I've had money tied up in UFC Select now for like almost 2 months, which I could have used to like buy more cool shit. But my budget for cool shit is non-existent at the moment, because I got like 7 grand tied up in UFC Select box pre-orders. But anyway, man, I'll take it, boys. We go back over what we got, and I'm gonna go off camera. We'll top load it all up. We got so I've got like if I zoom out, I've got like 3 piles. So this is like the good shit, and then these 3 are just kind of like the not so good shit, I suppose. So we'll go through the good shit. Let's take a look at what we got. So the John Jones base card, Max Holloway knockout chrome refractor, GSP base card, Max Holloway base card, Frankie Edgar base card, Khabib base. Oh no, actually that's a Frankie Edgar chrome refractor. And you got the Khabib base card, Kamaru Usman base card, the Conor McGregor 1984 baseball, Devontae Smith rookie, Macy Barber rookie. My favourite card of the whole box, Macy Barber signed rookie, GSP Fire insert, Max Holloway signed chrome refractor, Luque rookie, Yan rookie, Mackenzie Dern chrome refractor, Conor base card, John Jones green refractor. I love this card as well. That's probably going to go in my office. Montana De La Rosa Future Stars rookie card. I just feel like the design and everything suits the female fighters. It's strange when you see, you know, Future Stars with a Davison Figueiredo. Then Octagon of Honor Stipe, Aspen Lad base card. I've put that in there because I really like Aspen Lad. I put Tatiana Suarez in the cool shit pile because I really like the design of this card. I like the Santiago Ponzinibbio design as well, to be fair. DC 1984 baseball, Islam Makhachev rookie, and the GSP Octagon of Honor. Very, very nice. Very nice, man. Very nice. So, boys, nice one, man. Really appreciate it, dude. Everybody, man, that was so much fun. So much fucking fun. Next week, I get to open up 3 more boxes, but they're for you guys, which is fucking epic. So, hopefully, you can pull some cool shit next week. 3 boxes, and then after that, we got UFC round 2. Don't forget, boys, if you do want to buy some packs for UFC round 2, I think we got 3 packs left. Something like that. It's almost sold out. Yeah, 3 packs left for round 2. And we're doing that the night before UFC 265. Nunes versus Juliana Pena, when Juliana Pena is going to be crowned the new bantamweight champion. So anyway, nice one, boys. Really appreciate you watching. I feel exhausted after that. That was so much fun. I'm going to go and top load all these now. And that was amazing. I had so much fun. So thanks for watching, boys. I really appreciate it. That was just a lot of fun, man. So anyway, love you, boys. I'm actually just looking. One more thing before I go. I've made like 4 piles of cards. What's mad is they're all about the same height. Like, this is the good pile. These are the not so good pile. but it's like almost equal. So it's almost like 25% of this box was decent, which I guess does mean maybe one card in every pack was absolute fucking fire on average, which is mad. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Nice one, guys. Take care, and I will see you soon. Boys, that was a lot of fun, man. That's the YouTube outro. I had a lot of fun. This set bangs, boys. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, man. I wish I could go buy more, but the boxes are obviously very, very expensive. I have to wait until probably August before I can get some more of these boxes, but they're fucking banging. So anyway, thanks for watching, boys. Love you all. I'll see you in the VIP chat, man. I'll have a little chat with you guys now when I'm top loading all this stuff. But nice one, boys. Take care. See you in the VIP chat, boys.